rivalry these two teams have had played. And my years of doing Bison football going all the way back to when Coach Gross started in the late 90s, early part of the 2000s. Scottsbluff was dynamite. Of course, McCook then got it started. They've had things going the last couple of years, and second-year coach John Hall has done a great job with this bunch. We will take a big break, about 25 minutes away from kickoff. We got more of the pregame talk, and the Wagner Ford pregame coach Jeff Gross will join us here. More on that coming up here shortly on KICX. With Hayes, our nose guard, Mogg at the left tackle. The right tackle is Chance Simmons. Well, he's got two numbers. We're going to list him at 56, Chance Simmons, 6'2", 235, and a junior. The outside backers are Jace Wilkinson, number 13, 6'1", 180, and a sophomore. Tyson Klein, 6'1", 170, and a sophomore. Middle backers are Evan Hingham, also Trevor Schwartz. Inside the secondary, Hill as a free safety. Galando is a left corner. Caden Shoemaker, number 16, is a strong safety, 5'10", 150, and a senior. And Jose Rodriguez is scheduled to start 5'8", 145, and a sophomore, in place of Bruner at the right corner. So that's your offense and defense, once again, for Scottsbluff High. Start off struggled, but they played a tough schedule early, but they've come back. And you mentioned the Northwest game, Waverly, Northwest won that game, and a week later, Scottsbluff beats Northwest. So that proved that, hey, the Bearcats struggled early, new people and new places, but maybe that schedule kind of really helped them down the stretch here, hasn't it?
Yeah, and it really is hard to tell, Rich, exactly what's going on because, like Coach Gross said, the Northwest was without a number of starters, so yeah. How big of a difference does that play? But, I mean, that's Waverly's a good team. Waverly beats Scott, Northwest beats Waverly, Scottsbluff beats Northwest, so one thing I'll tell you about this team, I was out here, I came out at 5 for a little while just to watch them warm up before they put the pads on and stuff. The Scottsbluff team, this is a big team. Yeah. They have size. They're bigger than us for sure. I think we're going to have to rely, our technique is always so good. Our defense is so strong in the middle, and we have a lot of speed, and we're going to need all of that tonight for sure.
Got to remember, a lot of these guys practice against that senior bunch for the last couple of years, so they've gone up against some of the very best guys and practice every day of the week, that's for sure. The starting offensive unit for the Bison, they'll go wide receivers, Mason Smoker, 5'11", 165, and a senior. Lucas Gomez-Wilson, boy, he's been exciting to watch this year.
He has been.
5'8", 145, and a sophomore, and we'll see some other guys rotate in there as well. Andrew Peterson, one tight end, 6'3", 180, and a senior. Braden Cool, 6'3", 195, and a senior. The offensive line is going to have to be big tackle, and Brady Esch, 5'10", 230, and a senior. The other tackle is Isaiah Weimer, 6'4", 200, and a senior. The guard is Eli Kaler, a sophomore, 5'11", 240, wearing number 68. Torrington Ford's the other guard, 205, 6'1", 205, and a senior. Adrian Manzanares, 5'11", 250, and a senior. And also, don't forget the rest of that backfield. The quarterback, Mark Arp, the senior at 160, 6'1", 160. Luke Maris, 165. I did see Jacob Gomez-Wilson out there taking snaps at tailback tonight, so they'll probably get both those tailbacks going tonight.
I sure hope so.
Yeah, and of course, we can't forget Alec Langan, the senior fullback, who's going to get a lot of carries as well once again tonight. The starting defense for the Bison up front, forward at the defensive end, opposite of Isaiah Weimers. The two down tackles, Reed Steinbeck, 5'11", 230. Ethan Hicks, 5'10", 245. The linebackers inside are Langan and Manzanares. Outside, you have Maris and also Leighton Fisher, the senior, 6'1", 175. Schmoker at a corner. Cameron Meixner, the other corner, 5'10", 150. No Ty Stevens tonight, and I missed that earlier. And Coach Gross had mentioned that to me yesterday when we taped our pregame. No Ty Stevens out with an injury. That hurts. That hurts.
Yeah, for sure, especially on defense. He's such a strong, just a reliable player in that defense, and so it'll be interesting to see how they make up for that and how they feel for him. But yeah, we're going to miss him tonight for sure.
And also Mark Arp is safety as well. Your Bison offense and defensive units once again here at Weilandville. Got about 4:52 on the clock, getting ready for what's going to be a great matchup. I have a feeling, no question about it. Bison wrap up the regular season next week at Alliance. That'll be an 8 o'clock kickoff. 7 o'clock with the Wagner Ford pregame. Scottsbluff will have Gering to end the season, and that will probably be a lopsided game with the two Twin Cities teams battling next week.
Yeah, probably a good chance that's gonna be pretty one-sided, Rich. Yeah.
But with Gering last week, you had a chance to watch him. Coach Daniel Boyle, a former Gering guy, give him a couple of years. Might not win any games for a couple of years. I did hear, and going back to last week before everything leading up to the game, that they're underclassmen, they're junior high, I think, a good freshman bunch. So give them a year or two, they could be right back in the thick of things.
Yeah, hopefully it plays out like that. You'd like to see them do well. It's been a few years since they've had much success at all, and it's rough getting beat like that week in and week out. And so, hopefully they'll improve. And I think that Coach O'Boyle is going to do a great job there. It'll be fun to see how they progress.
Picture perfect night for football.
Oh, man.
I've mentioned it 1,000 times. My daughter just texted me a little bit ago and said, Dad, quit talking about the weather. She wants it to be 90 degrees again. It's like, shh, be quiet. Those days are over. You had your summer. It's time for fall. 64 degrees here. Here at kickoff. That temperature is going to be falling a little bit more, but it is going to be a great night for high school football. Hoodie weather. Got the hoodie. You got the hoodie. I got the hoodies going tonight. Nothing better than hoodie weather in the fall. It's not
beautiful.
October. You bet. Again, say thanks to all of our great sponsors helping us out. Bison Football tonight brought to you by Community Hospital, DNS Hardware, Devaney Motors, Party Electric, Herman Jones Funeral Chapel, Veteran Heating and Air, Horizon Bank, Hot Tub Brokers, McCook Clinic, MMB Realty, Nebraska Land Tire, Party Electric, Pizza Hut. Also, Samway Floor Covering and Furniture, Runza, Tobias Dental, Carpenter Berlin Funeral Home, and of course Wagner Ford, Wagner Chevy, Wagner Ford pregame, Wagner Chevy postgame coming up a little bit later on. And again, at halftime, we'll talk more about, I know I mentioned earlier during a pregame about the Bison Boys tennis team and their success the last couple of days at Woods Park in Lincoln. We'll go talk other sports news with Bison cross-country teams. Boy, Coach Sugar and that bunch have done great things. Lady Bison district champs yesterday opened Ogallala. They're getting ready for the state meet once again coming up next week in Kearney. Looking forward to that. We will take a break. We'll have the kickoff. McCook and Scottsbluff is coming up after the break. Bison football on KICX. He wants light. Got ready for kickoff coming up here shortly as we hit the 7 o'clock hour. KICX, highplainsradio.net, of course, the KICX app, and we're live streaming on our KICX 961 YouTube channel as well tonight. So, and that's simultaneous there, Mr. Delaveau, correct? Watch the game and hear you and I chatter too?
Yeah, pretty close. I'll tell you what, if you listen on your radio, you're going to be about a minute off. So
yeah.
So that won't work, but if you're watching it, if you're streaming it and you have the audio going, you're going to be way better off. So
McCook won the toss and deferred to the second half. We'll see Luke Maris tee it up. Scottsbluff will get a chance to get the ball first. Bearcats, the traditional white helmets with the S on it. And they have been awesome the last couple of years. They have had the Harshes and Diallos.
And
Diallos, Ghost guys have just been rock solid the last couple of years. But McCook gave them everything. You watched it. You did the game last year. They gave them everything they could handle last year.
They did. It was really the best game that the Bison played last year, and it went right down to the wire. And just a great game by the Bison. Expect more of that tonight.
Kick by Luke Maris, high kick, and it's going to be Rodriguez. And actually, he's stepping in front, fumble on the play, ball shoots loose, and recovered by Scottsbluff. I tell you, 21 Rodriguez had it, and his teammate stepped right in front of him at the last minute. Alex Galindo, and the ball went squirting away. McCook wasn't down there quite yet. Scottsbluff lucky to get the football back.
Yeah, they are. I mean, it went shooting out the side, and a couple more seconds, and the Bison would have the ball to start the game. Rich, this game has been close the last several years, and so we expect the same tonight.
Senior quarterback Brent Hill brings this offense up. They had Twins to the left. Boy, big old wide out here, and 24 Mainzing Kinsey, 6'2", 6'3" wide out. They go sweep it wide, right side, and not a lot, maybe 2 yards as Scottsbluff sweeping it here to the near side with Galindo on the first down carry, a gain of 2, and that brings up 2nd and 8.
Yeah, Alec Langan there among a host of other Bison to stop that play, and probably going to see a heavy dose of that tonight, wouldn't you guess, Rich?
I would guess, you bet. 34, and boy, he and Manzanares rock solid inside, middle inside backer, shotgun set for Hill. They'll zone read, play action, looking to throw, looking for the deep ball down the middle of the field, overthrew his receiver, almost caught. I think it looked like it was going to go over his head. Gomez Wilson back, Jacob back there in coverage, but almost a near one-handed catch by Galindo. Was awfully close.
Yeah, like you said, it looked like it was going to sail right over his head. It wasn't going to even be close, and then Galindo about made a heck of a play on that ball.
It's a big 3rd and 8 as Scottsbluff, a little play action on 2nd. 3rd and 8 play of the game. A little different Scottsbluff team. Shotgun set once again. And they'll sweep it far side, right side. Galindo trying to get the edge of the Bison. Nice job. Not a lot on that to about the 16-yard line. It's going to be a 3 and out for the Bison defense. Nice job by McCook. 2 runs, pass it on 2nd down, give up virtually nothing, and look at the ball for the first time.
Yeah, and exactly what we needed to start this game, Rich. Get that defense feeling it, and nice to have Gomez Wilson back, especially with Ty Stevens out tonight.
Punt this from inside their 10, about the 5. Bobbled snap, nearly blocked in the play. Knuckleball, and it's going to be picked up at about the 42, 43. Unlike Lucas, and is going to be mauled. Lucas didn't have anywhere to go. Boy, you get him some space, open space, he's going to go a long ways. But McCook still, Kyle, we'll take this field position. 1st and 10 on our own 42-yard line.
Yeah, absolutely. I think this starting first couple possessions has gone about as well as, in the first 5 plays as we could script it if we wanted to, with the bobbled kickoff by Scottsbluff, and now great field position for the Bison.
Oh, we got that great chain gang down below here.
Good looking guys.
Big old Tom Weimers. Looks like he's going to go hunt pheasants tomorrow. He's getting that mood. He's getting in the mood.
And not tomorrow, he says.
Not tomorrow. Bison eye set, toss pitch, Gomez Wilson, Langan trying to get a block, and Jacob maybe for a yard. He's still battling, and we got a late flag, and it might be a face mask.
Yeah, he had his face mask. Yep. It's pretty obvious from up here anyway.
Late flag from the for the white hat that time, and that should add some more yardage. As Jacob, nice job of battling for an extra yard or so, and this will give McCook a first down into Scottsbluff territory on that on this first series. Big Tom's down here. Got Brian Thomas down here. Got the legend Gary Weimers and legend number 2 and Jim DeSodko on the far side. We've got to mic up TJ Weimers one of these days, because he is our guy on the sidelines, making sure we know what's going on the sidelines on the far side.
Absolutely. Good thing for cell phones. We don't even need a mic.
Don't even need it.
No.
Exactly right. So did not go into Scottsbluff territory. Just a 5-yard variety that time. Was it?
They didn't call face mask. I didn't really see what they called, but it was something different.
Twins to the right, offset eye from McCook. Ball on the far side, hash, Arp under center. Scottsbluff blitz, Langan. Boy, they had the right play call, but Alec was hit. The line of scrimmage goes nowhere. Michael Thrash was the first to hit him. I thought it was a great play call because they blitzed from the far side. They came back near side. I thought Alec would have a gap, but it wasn't there.
No, it closed down as fast as it opened. Big number 77 for Scottsbluff. Looks like maybe hurt an ankle or knees coming off the field, Rich.
One of their down tackles, and McKeoch boy, he's a big fella, that's for sure. Bicycle iPro set, ball right smack dab between the hashes on 2nd and 10. No score, 9:45 left first quarter. Gomez Wilson, Lucas in the far side as Scottsbluff showing blitz. Play action, Arp looking to throw. Still looking, has some room here near side, trying to get a block. 45, stiff arms, and out of bounds about the 50-yard line right at midfield. He picked up 2, made something out of nothing that time. Couldn't find anybody on the left side of the field. Had some room on the right side. Still 3rd and 2, we'll take it.
Yeah, absolutely. Right on schedule.
3rd and 2, right just shy of midfield.
Man, it looks like Scottsbluff is going to be real aggressive on defense if they're going to continue that look all night long. They've shown blitz now 3 out of the 4 plays.
Fill those gaps. Fill those gaps. Mason Schmoker in the slot far side, and the very far side, Callan Campbell, shotgun set for Arp. And they'll run option, and the Marks trying to find a lane, and it closed in a hurry. He found something because he put the Jets on just across midfield, picked up 1, maybe a yard and a half. It's going to bring a fourth, and this is going to be a fourth and about a yard, maybe fourth less than a yard. And the Bison aren't going to chance it. I was wondering right at midfield, Coach Gross, do you go for it on 4th and 1 at midfield? But looks like he's going to punt it away.
Yeah, it's a little early for that. I mean, I'd like to see him be aggressive and go for it, but you know, I don't love the spot that we got. I don't think he got the first down, but you know, he got spun around and they kind of put the ball down where he spun back to, not where he was originally. So
Branson McDonald back to kick at his own 35. Scottsbluff one lone safety. Back deep is Kyan Allen. Good snap, not a lot of pressure as Scottsbluff peels back. Nice high kick, fair catch. And it's going to be Scottsbluff 1st and 10. That's inside their 20 to it looks like about the 17-yard line. So nice kick, McDonald. Both teams have had chances first quarter.
Yeah, basically 2 3-and-outs. I mean, we got the first down over again because of the penalty, but you know, kind of the theme of these games with Scottsbluff, a lot of really good defenses, and offensively on paper we look about the same, but both are better defense than offense.
8:36, no score. Score updates brought to you by MMB Bank. As once again, the Bearcats in their second possession. Brent Hill, shotgun set to run Calendo. They've got his fair share of carries, trying to cut it back inside, and he is nailed. First of all, I think up front, Manzanares hit him first. I think Langen kind of wrapped things up after that. Didn't pick up much. Maybe picked up.
Gave him about 3 yards.
Gave him a couple of yards. Got a tough angle up here with the press box, so give him a couple of yards. Brings up 2nd and 7. So spot the ball right at the 20-yard line. And Scottsbluff boy, Coach Hall and their coaching staff not happy. They got some personnel issues. Timeout, Scottsbluff, no score. Back to Weiland Field next on KICX. Good. Rich Barnett and Kyle Delvo back here on 2nd and 6 for the Bearcats at their own 20-yard line. Shotgun set, fake the give, and it's going to be a quarterback keeper this time from Brent Hill, and fake the give to Calendo. And that right side of the Bison defensive front, nowhere to go. Not much, no gain. This will bring up 3rd down.
Went backwards on that one a little bit, Rich, to be honest.
I see their one of their down tackles, McKeoch, the 6'4", 290 down here, trying to walk things off a little bit. Right leg's giving him some issues, looks like a knee, but trying to walk things off the trainer down here. Big 3rd and 6 for Scottsbluff to go twins the far side, got a slot receiver and Ostick in the slot to the right as Hill will roll the pocket out, looking downfield, still looking, running out of room, and boy, the pass was not even close. The nearest receiver in the area was near the sidelines, and Kinsey didn't even come close to him. It's another 3 and out against the Scottsbluff offense.
Yeah, and give it up for Isaiah Weimers on that play. He was all over the quarterback, and he was under duress and even in the grass when he threw it. So defensive line just had a great series that series.
So Scottsbluff will punt for a 2nd time on 4th and 6. Gomez Wilson didn't have any chance really to get a running room the first time around, back to receive this punt about the 45-yard line. Boy, Scottsbluff, look at this punt formation, really spread things out. And the Bison leery of something. Low snap kind of bobbled, and now it's end over end kick, and Gomez Wilson will not have a chance to take a Scottsbluff bounce across the 45. 44-yard line. We start the 42 and the 44. It's still great starting position again.
Yeah, we'll take it for sure. Stand started to fill out a little bit, Rich, looking a little better over there.
Yeah, just a late arriving crowd, possibly.
How about 2 times in a row? Those snaps are going to come back to haunt them on that punt if they keep bouncing it back there.
Yeah, because one of those is going to get blocked one of these days. Bison have the offense back on the field once again. Look at this, a double wing look. Holy smokes, Coach Gross taking a page of the Scottsbluff double wing, Langen the fullback. As Arp under center, they'll run Gomez Wilson on a toss pitch. Jacob out in front, cuts back in 45. Midfield has some room into the 45 and a first down. Nice kick out block, Eli Keeler here on the near side there, Kyle, as they bring this is Coach Gross 1998 version back in the day, swinging that wing around, toss pitch, and Gomez Wilson got a nice head of steam that time.
I thought maybe when they came out of that they were going to take a knee. I mean, you got the fullback and the two safeties around, and what do you know? We get a nice little 9-yard gain out of that. Not quite enough for the first down, but.
Well, Jacob looks good, doesn't he? Looks
he
fast.
Does.
Looks
he
fast.
does.
Yep.
He does look fast. I was worried about that. So
same look, double tight end set. Peterson left, Cool right. The double wing look. They'll put Arp in the shotgun set, and Langan kind of a pistol look. They'll run option. Now Arp's going to run it. Got the first down across the 45, 44-yard line. It is enough for a Bison first down. So boy, these are some new wrinkles. You didn't see this against Gary last week, did you?
No.
I missed the last two with a roaring Gary because of quarantine. So you tell me. Yeah, I haven't seen these.
Well, to be honest, Rich, I spent a half with my head under the desk trying to fix the technical issues that we were having, and I finally got to watch part of the game. But no, I did not see this last week. This is a new wrinkle for sure. 1st and
10, Bison at their Scottsbluff 44. Twins left. Arp on a straight quarterback get, wants to run it, trying to find a seam. Picked up a couple of yards, about the 41. Picked up a gain of 3 that time as blocking in front, keeping everything simple. Just a new formation that time. Brings up second, and they're going to give him 2 on the play. Second and about 8. Has no score, 5:53 left in the final home game of the regular season. Again, Bison crossing their fingers come playoff time, can maybe get a home game in that first round, but they must win the final 2 games to have any chance at all. McCook will come out Twins right. It's Cole Capel, the wideout here. Gomez Wilson, the slot. They'll go empty now as Jacob Gomez Wilson, 4 wideouts. Arp looking to throw. Deep ball going left side. Had Jacob Gomez Wilson on the left side of the sidelines and overthrown by a little bit that time. Had a taller defender to boot in front of him. Incomplete pass brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, I mean, not a bad pass. At the same time, I mean, pretty good coverage from Scottsbluff on that play, but interesting empty. Bringing Gomez Wilson out of the backfield, going with an empty set. Lots of little nifty wrinkles so far in the game.
Teams will get playoff time and have to watch that game film. We got to prepare for this. Got to prepare for the double tight end and just power game, and then you got to prepare for something else. Bunch of different formations. Now you got to convert in 3rd and 8. Twin receivers to the right, and Jacob Gomez Wilson far side in motion, trips now right side. Arp will roll the pocket out with Langan to protect him. Mark's going to scramble, run in a room, pass at the last minute, going to be incomplete. Boy, he threw it and just kind of heaved it down, and luckily there was no white shirt near. There's no red shirt either. It's going to bring up 4th down, and it looks like you're in Scottsbluff territory. You're still going to punt it away.
Yeah, you got to punt it. Kind of broke the Cardinal rule there, didn't he? Throw it back to the middle of the field.
Yeah.
With nobody open, but dodged a bullet on that one, and gotta like the fact that we're winning the field position battle, and hopefully we'll continue to win the field position battle.
Branson McDonald back to punt this at his own 42 short hop, but there's no pressure at all, and a nice kick, and no fair. Yeah, it was a fair catch called inside the 10 at
6 yards,
7 yard line.
Yeah.
So Scottsbluff, unlike McCook, Scottsbluff has not had the greatest field position, starting position. McCook has. The Bison haven't done anything with it. 3rd series of the Bearcats in the first quarter. No score, 5-11, but the Bison defense, nothing spectacular from Scottsbluff in the first couple of series.
No, so far they've looked pretty pedestrian. Not super fast, like I said, bigger than us, but we'll see what continues to happen here.
Brent Hill, shotgun set. Play action. He's got 3 out in the pattern. Deep ball downfield's going to be. Oh, Schmoker just about had a pick, and they're going to throw a flag on that. Let's see who do they call it, offense or the defense on this one.
The defender kind of looked at the ref and tapped his chest like, "You're going to call me for that?" But
because it almost looked like Mason was the receiver that time, the way he was going for it.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it was almost an over-the-shoulder catch for Mason, and then he kind of dropped it last minute. I guess there's 2 flags, so.
They called it against McCook.
Yeah.
Unless and Coach Gross, I think, has given the official upfield here a piece of his mind, unless they called it back towards the line of scrimmage on more of a holding situation instead of downfield more. But nevertheless, the penalties were against McCook.
Yeah, and that digs Scottsbluff. They were in a nice hole. Yeah. Had them where we wanted them, and now we're kind of up. 21-yard line, Rich?
22-yard line, 1st and 10. New set of downs for Scottsbluff. Hill A double wing look, shotgun set. Galendo again for his 4th carry. Right side, Alec Langham, 34, hit him hard after a gain of about 1 on the play. Didn't get much. And this brings us 2nd and 9.
Yeah, and I mean,
Ostick, bigger pardon. I said Galendo. It's Ostick that time. My apologies. 5 instead of 6. The eyes, we always talk about our eyes are the first to go, you know, and it's Ostick, not Galendo, bigger pardon. This brings up 2nd and 7. Double wing look, packed in tight for Scottsbluff. They're doing some shifting a little bit. Hill shotgun set, sweep it here near side, nowhere to go. Boy, the Bison interior that time up front just busted things open. And I think up front that was, give credit, Reed Steinbeck. I think he was the one that really kind of blew things up that time. And no gain on the play, bring up 3rd and long.
It's almost hard to tell, Rich, that that interior line is just so good, and they're all in almost every play. And man, it's just hard to run between the tackles on this team.
So another 3rd and long, lost a couple of yards, 3rd and 10. Twin receivers left, shotgun set for Hill, looking, good protection, looking to his left across the body, going to be incomplete. Looking for, that was Galendo on a crossing route that time, and we had a Jacob Gomez-Wilson came out of nowhere, flew at it to try to tip it. I don't know if maybe he got a tip or not. Nevertheless, incomplete pass, and Scottsbluff will punt for the 3rd time in this first quarter.
Yeah, we got going on 5 punts inside 9 minutes. It's not a lot of offense going on right now.
Not a lot, and McCook can move the ball a little bit, but not a lot. Hopefully maybe this 3rd series, when they get the ball here shortly, they can move it a little bit more. Lucas Gomez-Wilson back to kick as Cole Capel on the pressure that time bounced about the 47, just kind of died. Lucas Gomez was waiting for a hop that time, and it's down to the 43. So every time Scottsbluff at a punt, and McCook still 42, 44, 43-yard line. Great starting field position. One of these times they got to take advantage of it a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, you can't be this close to the 50 possession after possession after possession and come up empty-handed every single time. So this is the time. This is the one, Rich. I think they're going to get something going right here.
Certainly hope so. 3:38 left in the opening first quarter. No score between McCook and Scottsbluff here. KICX, highplainsradio.net, the KICX app, and stream it on our KICX 961 YouTube page right now. Lang in the lone setback and trips left, ball on the short far side of the field. Option right side with Lang and nowhere to go. Alec maybe picked up a yard. He was tripped up to begin things by Evan Hingham for Scottsbluff and managed to move ahead for about a yard. That's about it. Brings up 2nd and 9.
I have a feeling, Rich, that Judd Hall, or Coach Hall said in the this week of preparation, we are not going to let 34 run all over us because last year in this game, man, he had a heyday. He just looked unstoppable against Scottsbluff, and I'm sure they probably prepared for that a little bit this week.
Peterson, the tight end on the right. Bicycle Twins left, and motion man is Lucas Gomez. Oh, it's Schmoker this time. Back in the eye, Arp under center, and 2nd and 9. Toss pitch, Gomez-Wilson trying to get outside. Cut back in, good move, 50. Got it close to a first down. Jacob still on his feet, but it was down about the 45-yard line. Couple of shifty moves at about midfield. Jacob Gomez-Wilson, first game since Hastings, and looks like he's going to be shy of the first down by about a half yard. Just missed it. It's going to be 3rd and very, very short right here.
No, they gave him the first down.
Oh, Rich. They did? Okay, they spotted it. Okay, never mind.
That was kind of weird because he kind of looked like he was about 3 yards upfield, and they brought it back, and it was short, and then it was enough, and then the crowd was doing their typical Bison first down, and who knows.
Ball on the far side hash. Bicycle double tight end sets with Cool on the right, Peterson left. Lucas Gomez-Wilson in the motion man will come back near side, back in the eye. Arp on isolation, Gomez-Wilson. Jacob cuts it back in, cuts it outside 40, down to about the 35-yard line. Another solid 10-yard gain. Man, the 20's got some moves tonight. Doesn't look like he's favoring anything after the injury, is he?
No, he looks good. And to be honest, Rich, I was a little nervous to see how he would look. That maybe he's a little slower, a little tentative, but he certainly doesn't look to be so far.
10-yard gain from Jacob Gomez-Wilson that time up to the Scottsbluff 35-yard line. 2:35 left in the quarter and no score. Bison on the move. Double tight end set, power look once again. Back in the I set with Schmoker, the wide receiver to the right against a Scottsbluff 4-man front. Run option, Langan, nowhere to go. Boy, they're bottling up that fullback. Nowhere to go is Scottsbluff that time. pinned the ears that time, and on the tackle was
Mogg.
Oh,
Big
Nick
Nick
Mogg.
Mogg,
There
yeah.
we go. Yes, definite all-state candidate at that time. 6'5", 225, and looks every part of it out there. Give him a loss of 1 in the play, bring him 2nd and 11.
He's long and he's aggressive, but
Yeah.
he's not very, I mean, he's just not that big, you know, for as big as he plays, he's not that big of stature.
But you know who he looks like, the last Scottsbluff player, who he looks like? Garrett Nelson. A couple of years ago. He's kind of, Nelson was bigger.
Yeah,
don't you think?
yeah.
But as far as
Nelson's
size-wise.
biceps were like 4 inches bigger probably, but.
Arp scrambling is going to be sacked. As Scottsbluff brought the pressure again and going to be sacked back to the 41 and a loss of 5 yards in the play. You're right. Nelson was a bigger guy. Maybe size, because I think Nelson's around 6'4", 6'5", and Mogg is same size. But yeah, you're right. So a big-time loss. Scottsbluff brought the pressure, and Arp could not escape the pressure. 3rd and long. We're talking 3rd, about, 16, 17 yards to go for that first down? They have to get to about the 25 and about the 41. 3rd, about 16. With a minute left, quarter number 1. Bison trying to get something going. Trips right, 4 wide, empty backfield. Jacob Gomez-Wilson out as Arp steps up the pocket, running for his life again with pressure. Has some room, 40, 35, and Mark got some pretty good yardage back to 35-yard line. It looked like he had nowhere to go on the Bison, far sidelines and across the way. Put the Jets on and got a nice 10-yard gain. We're still going to be shy of the first down by about 8 yards shy. But McCook's going to let this thing run out and think about it a little bit, because you go for it on 4th and 7 right here. It's a long field goal for Luke Maris. That's a long ways.
Yeah, but you got to like I mean, we've been playing just inside of the 50-yard, you know, on our side of the 50-yard line the last few series, and you hate to give them the ball. I guess it wouldn't be that great a field position for them, but I mean, I don't know, hard to tell.
That's your quarter. No score. Back with the second quarter next. Bison football, KICX. Rich Barnett, Kyle Delavo, 1 quarter in the books, and not a lot of numbers for either team that first quarter, Kyle. But the Bison got to. This has been their best drive, no question about it. Neither Scottsbluff has had nothing offense, but McCook on 4th and 7 at the Scottsbluff 32-yard line. That nice run by Arp. They still got a chance here.
Yeah, Jacob Gomez-Wilson's had a couple nice runs on this series, and so we finally got a little bit going, like you said, and we're going to go for it. So I guess we'll see what Coach Gross has dialed up.
With some late personnel, or the Arp and those guys who are near the sidelines and late getting out there, but I think that they have plenty of time on the clock. As Lucas Gomez-Wilson in motion the far side, Arp shotgun set. Mark will throw, looking downfield, still looking. He's going to tuck it and run. He's going to be sacked. He had the deep ball. Who was that downfield? That Schmoker down went seam route and couldn't find him, and then tucked it and picked up a couple of yards. But Scottsbluff holds on 4th and 7, and they'll get the ball right back. And their best starting position for a series right here at their own 32.
Yeah, by far their best. And you just be interesting to see what they do here now, if they can get anything going at all, because they really haven't had any offense to speak of, Rich, and here they are back in that wing formation.
Yep, that single wing formation with Hill. They'll give Ostek and nowhere to go. Reed Steinbeck grabbed him. right about the line of scrimmage. He might have lost a yard as well as a senior down tackle. No gain. Looks like they're going to give him a loss of maybe a half yard in the play and bring up 2nd and 11.
Probably just line up the 2 defensive lines against each other and let them go at it to decide the winner, because it's kind of what it looks like so far in this game, Rich.
It's called 2nd and 10, just underway, 2nd quarter, no score. Hill shotgun set once again in tight play action. Spun on that one. Hill looking downfield, crossing route, complete 45, and knocked out of bounds on a crossing route that time to Jace Wilkinson. And that's Scottsbluff's first down of the game right there.
It is, Rich, but you had to know that that was going to come at some point, because even though they haven't gotten their offense going, McCook hasn't had pressure on the quarterback for as much as they've slowed the run. He had a lot of time, and he has had a lot of time.
Shotgun set for Hill on 1st and 10, 47-yard line. Ostek had a little seam there, but it closed up in a hurry, and Andrian Manzanares, the middle backer, closed it, and they're going to give him a gain of a couple of yards, though. That looked like it was going to go a little bit farther. Going to give him a gain of 3, right close to midfield, 2nd and 7. Ball on the near side hash once again. Scottsbluff come out in tight with 2 tight ends. Fullback, Ostek, the tailback to the left of Hill, shotgun set. Little wingback reverse this time, and crossed over midfield as Jace Wilkinson this time just had the big catch. They give him a carry into McCook territory, give him a gain of about 3 more yards. We're going to call it a 3rd and 5, 3rd and long 4, short 5 right here.
Yeah, well, let's see if Scottsbluff can string together 2 first downs in a row.
Do they go, if they don't make anything right here, do they go for it in McCook territory? Hill on 3rd and 4. Ostek is going to get the carry again, and they didn't pick up anything. It's going to be in Manzanares again, 57 right there, and it's going to bring up 4th and 4 again, and they're bringing the punt team out.
Yeah, I mean, they really have to, Rich, because they've been playing behind the 8 ball the entire game, and they finally flipped the field. And so McCook is going to start maybe, well, I mean, after Gomez Wilson has this big return, we're going to be right back where we've been all game. But if not,
he is due for a return. He hasn't had one chance. 5th punt of the night for Scottsbluff. Back in the 38, not a lot of pressure. High kick, Lucas that time. Fair catch called. Ugh, I thought he'd give it a shot, but it kind of hung up there for a while. Probably the smart decision. And it'll be 1st and 10 McCook. This is going to be McCook's worst starting spot.
Got some laundry on the field here.
Oh. And it's against Scottsbluff. McCook's going to get it. They're going to make him kick it again, because that ball's inside the 10, and say, heck with it, let's kick it again. Bison football tonight brought to you by Community Hospital, DNS Hardware, Devaney Motors, Party Electric, Herman Jones Funeral Chapel, Veteran Heating and Air, Horizon Bank, Hot Tub Brokers, McCook Clinic, MMB Realty, helping us out, our great sponsors. McCook High School Bison football. Hard to believe we're down to the final 2 weeks of the regular season.
Rich, is that possible? You said final home game tonight. It just does not even seem possible.
Yeah, the playoffs in the 8-man ranks start next week.
Wow.
And then B is in 2 weeks after the road trip to Alliance, and so they'll back him up some yardage and back to about the 43 and make him punt it from about the 30 now, and that means Lucas Gomez Wilson can step up a little bit more. Hopefully this won't be such a high floater like last one was. This one's more of a line drive. Lucas going to get a chance. Got to go backpedaling back to about the 10-yard line. Gets a block, steps up. 15, got about 5 yards. That was about it. So we go to the 15. It's better than the 6-yard line, that's for sure.
Yeah, and you re-kick it, you play the whole thing out, and it's about 6 of one, half a dozen of the other if you take the yardage. But, we had the chance.
Yep, at least we're not in the shadow of the goalpost. You're up feeling a little more about the 15-yard line. 9:24 left. It's 2nd quarter, no score. Bison just had a series, their best series, got the ball moving with Arp. Jacob Gomez Wilson had a couple of nice runs and just couldn't do anything with it. Failed on a 4th down. And now Mark Arp brings this offense up under center. 2 tight end look, ball on the near side of hash. 1 wide. I said Gomez Wilson and Langan behind Arp on 1st and 10. Isolation Gomez Wilson straight up the gut. Picked up some nice yardage about across the 20 to about the maybe 21. Picked up about 6 yards in the play.
We'll take that on 1st down every single time, Rich.
Every single time. Looking at the about 5, we'll call it. And 2nd and 5. Straight ISO that time to Jacob. as Campbell comes in, replacing, actually they took a tight end that could cool out of the game. Peterson will be the lone tight end in there on this second, and actually give him just a gain of 3 or 4. It looked like it was a little bit more than that. So we'll call it 2nd and 7. Go with the scoreboard. Twins right shotgun set for Arp this time. Run right, cuts it back in, had a little crease there and picked up a few more yards.
Design quarterback run from the beginning there.
Did pick up a few more yards. Crossed the 20. Say about the 21-yard line. This will bring him up about a 3rd and 4?
And Mog's been off the field. They're bringing him back on for 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3, we'll call it. 8-minute mark coming up here in quarter number 2. Weiland Phil, no score, McCook and Scottsbluff. I-Pro set, receivers both sides. Back in the eye, Arp. Eyeing a 3-man front walk those linebackers. Tots pitch, Gomez Wilson. Got away from one tackle. He's hit on the second wave, coming back that time by Jared Ballhetzer, and he picked up maybe one. Oh, he got the first down. Did he get the first? Yeah, he did get the first down.
No,
he didn't.
Just short. Just short.
The official on the far side had his hand up and pointing that way. And I just look at the official on the far side, looked like it was first down, but it's going to be short.
Maybe they measure.
And I think, yeah, Coach Gross is over there going, hey, let's see how close this is. And so, boy, you're still at your own 25-yard line.
You know, Mog was in the backfield and had Wilson dead to rights, and Wilson was able to break that tackle and get most of 3 yards.
Thought Jacob was going to be available for maybe Aurora. That didn't turn out. Maybe for Gary. That didn't turn out. But time to right, and tonight he's looked good coming back from that injury.
First down.
Just got the first down. Bison move the chains. New set of downs. 7:53 left. Homecoming this week. It was just kind of, there's no dance. There's going to be coronation, stuff like king and queen, stuff like that, candidates. But kind of a bummer you don't get a chance to have a dance, but with the situation at hand, they'll deal with it. It's 1st and 10. McCook, I-Pro set receivers both sides. Arp under center, going to be Gomez Wilson. Big hole has some room. Nice move by Jacob. The ball came loose, and Scottsbluff's got it. He had a nice run, at least a 5 or 6 yard run, but the ball came loose, not sure how. Scottsbluff on the first turnover of the game against either team with the short field, Kyle. They'll have it 1st and 10 at the Bison, 32, 33 yard line.
Yeah, and Rich, with the way this game is going, every turnover feels really big. I mean, turnovers always feel big, but it feels like that's going to be really important tonight. Ball security is going to be paramount.
First turnover of the game. Scottsbluff 1st and 10. The Bison 33. Hill shotgun set. Sweeping right side. Has some room. 35, 30, 25, 20. Inside about the 15-yard line.
Momentum clearly going Scottsbluff's way right now, Rich.
That's the biggest run tonight for the junior tailback, Jackson Osdick. We bottled him up for the most part tonight. But that time he had some room. They kind of swept it right side. 1st and 10. Scottsbluff for the Bison 16.
Had a big missed tackle on that run as well.
Hill shotgun set again. Ball on the near side hash. Quarterback design run straight ahead. He was tripped up, slowed up at first by Leighton Fisher. Dove his way ahead for a couple of yards. And bring up a 2nd and about 8 to go. Picked up just a couple of yards. Who will get that first score on the board? Both defenses have been playing pretty good. First turnover of the game against the Bison last series just a few minutes ago. Go to Ostek again, and this time Leighton Fisher. Nice job, back-to-back plays by the senior linebacker. That time got him by the foot, held on. Not a lot of gain that time. Short game brings up 3rd and long. This is probably 4-down territory. You would think. Well, I know Scottsbluff kicking game. They're in, you would think, field goal range down to the 14.
Night like tonight, 3 points might be pretty important.
And boy, after being a little bit breezy at the start of the, the pregame, it is calm right now.
It is beautiful.
Yeah. 3rd and 8, Scottsbluff. The Bison 14. Hill. Osdick will get the call again, right side, trying to maneuver down about the 10. He picked up about 4, it looks like, from our angle up here at the press box. This will bring up 4th down And looks like, he's inside the 10, looking at on the far side where the marker is.
You got to think they're going for it because they pushed the ball clear out to the hash. So if you would have thought if they were going to try to go for a field goal or even wanted to think about it, they would have put the ball more in the middle of the field, Rich. They did come back to the middle of the field, I guess.
Scottsbluff's going to burn a timeout. They got 2 left, and I think Coach Hall is going to wait here. And they're deciding and then probably burn a timeout and talk about it here on 4th and 2, 4th and 3.
So what's the what are we thinking running the clock down?
I have no idea. Because there's still 5.5 minutes left, but they're choosing. Timeout, Scottsbluff back with a 4th down play here shortly. Bison football, KICX. 5:37 left here, second quarter. No score between McCook and Scottsbluff. Big 4th down. 4th and 2. Bearcats will go for it on the Bison 8-yard line. No score. Trying to get a new set of downs, or you're a Bearcat fan trying to put this ball in the end zone. Hill shotgun set. They went to Ostic a lot in his first half. We got a flag in the play. It's either delay a game. No one usually comes from the side of the field.
Still got 13 seconds on that.
Yeah. To say wrong referee called that. It's going to be procedure against the offense. So
now they got to kick it.
Got 4th and 7, and they'll bring the field goal kicker in.
I guess that makes the decision easy, doesn't it?
Sure does. Placido Rodriguez, a senior, will kick it. The ball spot about the 13, so they'll spot about the 20-yard line. Be a 30-yard field goal with Hill the holder to put Scottsbluff on the board. Snap good, holds good, kick's going to be on the way, and boy, he's got a leg. Wow. He split it right down the middle. 3-0 Bearcats. We're back with the kickoff. Coming up shortly, Bison football, KICX. Rodriguez back to kick this. He does all their kicking duties, place kicking, kicking off, and their punting duties as well. See if McCook get a return. 3-0 Scottsbluff. Far side going to be returnable way back. And Luke Maris, 10, 15, straight ahead, 20, has him from 30, 35, 40. Good move by Luke down to the 45, 46-yard line. That's what the Bison needed. A nice return. Luke Maris, the senior, gets McCook a good start to this drive. Plenty of time. You got 3 timeouts, Kyle. 5:23 left in the quarter.
Yeah, and we look for Lucas Gomez-Wilson to have one of those breakout runs, and here we go. It's the other Luke.
Yeah.
And what a great return, and what a great way to start this series.
Bison need to get after it here. Plenty of time. 3 timeouts. Ball right at their own 46. Go iPro sets. Harp under center, three-man front. Got those outside backers walking up. Show him blitz, toss pitch. Lucas Gomez Wilson or Jacob that
got
time.
His face mask.
And Jacob nudged ahead about for a gain of a yard or so. It looked like it was going to be negative yardage, but Jacob leaned ahead for about a yard and brings up. Well, actually no gain. No gain. No gain. 2nd and 10. Sorry. Trying my best to give him a yard, but not going to do it. Not going to do it that time. Bison this time, and Peterson the tight end on the left. They go twinge right. Schmoker's in the slot. Lucas Gomez Wilson split out wide right. Back of the eye. Harp under center. Show him blitz again. Toss pitch right side. Gomez Wilson. He's hitting the line of scrimmage. He got out of it. He's still on his feet. This time he's tackled. It almost looked like a halfback pass. The way they kind of swept. We had 2 red shirts downfield. Was it a designed pass? Schmoker and also Gomez Wilson, Lucas were downfield with no white shirts in the area.
Yeah, I don't know. You know, I was looking in the backfield so much. That was, man, his balance is tremendous.
Yeah, yeah.
It's kind of scary because he was kind of got pulled down awkward.
Just the way the play was kind of from our direction moving. I thought maybe he's going to throw the ball, but didn't happen. 2nd and 15. Trips left for McCook. Arp shotgun set. Mark rolls the pocket with Langen hanging out to help out block. Mark looking downfield, throws it up. He's got him open downfield, incomplete. Had a receiver, Campbell, at about the 20-yard line. Just led him a little bit too far. That's tough for Mark there, Kyle. Running here near side, throwing across his body. He put a lot on it. He gave it a shot.
Yeah, and it was so close. I mean, like a half a yard and so open. What nice job by
that's
Talon Campbell. Yeah,
that's
Talon Campbell getting open on that play.
McDonald back to kick, so they can't take advantage of the Luke Maris nice kickoff return after the field goal, and nothing as McDonald back to kick. Bring a little pressure that time late and got it away and takes a Scotts Bluff bounce, and now it takes a McCook's bounce to about the 32, 33-yard line. 1st and 10 Bearcats. Now Scotts Bluff's got 1 timeout and 3:44 before the half. And a 3-0 Bearcat lead. Rodriguez 30-yard field goal. That's been your only score into this first half.
Yeah, and I mean, coming into the game, pretty obvious that the defense was going to be the story, but I thought it'd be a little more than, this going into halftime.
Bison offense just as Scotts Bluff defense has stepped up at times. 1st and 10, Hill shotgun set. Ostek, boy, he's going to wind up with 40 carries tonight the way things going. Has some room, 35, 40-yard line.
His best carry.
Yeah, a gain of about 7, close to 7 on the play. And bring up 2nd and short.
And it's just crazy that he keeps going, Coach Hall keeps going back to that play over and over. But, I mean, you go to it enough times, one of these times it's going to work.
It's 2nd and 4, we'll call it, right shy of the 40. Hill, and same play, pretty much right side Ostek. Had a little seam there, and then dragged down by Langen at about the 43, but that's going to be, I think, enough for a 1st down. Yeah, they'll move the chains. Which is, it's odd to see the plays keep coming to the right every time, and Bison got to slow it up. One of these times, hopefully for negative yardage. 1st and 10, we're at the 3-minute mark. Scotts Bluff, you think one of these times they're going to have to air it out, you would think. Hill, shotgun set, single wing look, wing to the right side. It's going to be play action Hill. He's got 3 out in the pattern. Pump fakes, going deep ball down. He's got a receiver. He caught. And then incomplete pass, boy, was caught and dropped. Bison got a huge break that time, Kyle.
Yeah, and what a play by Gomez Wilson. I mean, Jacob just was watching, and he knocked the ball out of his hand. Great that was incomplete and not a fumble. Clearly incomplete.
Galindo that time. Little pump fake by Hill. He had 3 out in the pattern, and boy, he had him.
Great pass.
Yeah, it was. 2nd and 10 with 2:46 left before the half.
You go to that same play over and over and over, and then you fake it. No question, guys are going to be open.
Wilkinson's the wing here on the near side. Hill, same formation every single time. 2nd and 10. It's going to be, is this an Osdick this time? Has some room. And about the 49-yard line, beg your pardon. And I cannot believe I said the 51-yard line. Unbelievable. They say the 51. Anyway, on a 2nd and 10 call, a gain of 7, bring up 3rd and 3 right here.
So what yard line is that, Rich?
I don't know. I'm thinking Canadian Football League with a 55-yard line.
Is that the 49 yard line that they're on?
Oh my gosh, it's coming back from quarantine. I'm rusty still.
Some Joe Biden math right there.
3rd and 4. Osdick will get the call, and the Bison this time wrap him up, hit the line of scrimmage, and push backwards. Steinbeck, Leighton Fisher and company. And it's going to be a loss to play and bring up 4th and long.
That I wasn't saying anything political about that, by the way. I'm just mathematically.
And so Scottsbluff's going to punt this ball away, and McCook will burn one of their 3 timeouts, not let the clock run. 3-0 Bearcats. We're back to Wineland Field coming up shortly. Bison football, KICX. That was good. That was funny. God, that's funny. Still funny, man, right there. Looks like Scottsbluff's going to punt 4th and 5. Bison did burn a timeout to keep Scottsbluff from burning any time. And Bison got 2 timeouts left, minute 48. A punt block would be great right here. Or a Gomez-Wilson punt return for a touchdown would be even better.
Take either one.
Yes. Rodriguez back to kick at his own 36. And McCook and Scottsbluff really spread you out as far as all their wideouts. And Gomez-Wilson has it, bobbled it, got right back on top about the 14-yard line. And McCook will have a long ways to go for that go-ahead touchdown, or maybe a tying field goal with 1:38 left.
Wow, that's intense.
Yeah, yep. Darn it. Hopefully, Rodriguez, his leg's been active in this first half. A lot of punts, the field goal, and a kickoff, and he's been busy. Now let's see what Coach Gross dials up here. As minute 38 left in the first half, and a 3-0 Scottsbluff lead. A Rodriguez 30-yard field goal. That's it as far as the scoring. Shotgun set for ARP with 3 wide, twins left, 1 to the right, and Langen will get the carry inside. Alec trying to maneuver, has some room. Good running room by Alec Langen. 30, 35, 40. And about the 41-yard line. That'll get up that a hole. A 27-yard run by Alec Langen. Boy, they spread him out 3 wide, and a little give to the fullback. Went left, went right, and had some good room.
Yeah, that's Langen circa 2019 Scottsbluff. That's the Langen we've been waiting for tonight. So good to see him get going.
That helps out tremendously. And 1st and 10 for McCook at the 41 with a minute 23. Bison have 2 timeouts left to go. Same formation. Twins left, 1 wide out to the right. ARP shotgun set. High snap. Langen will get it. And fumble on the play. Did McCook get
ARP got back on it.
Oh, boy. The exchange that time, quarterback and fullback, and the ball came loose, and the Bison almost gave it up for a second time. And we got a late flag to boot. What could that have been all about? Looks like, yeah, ARP's the one that got it right back. It's got to be you would think, unsportsmanlike.
Yeah, who's it on? That's the question.
Exactly right.
Probably a lot of extracurricular going on down at the bottom of that pile. Us.
Yeah, personal foul against, once again, McCook. That'll back us up 15.
Well, that definitely does not help us go in the right direction.
Nope. Minute 7 left before the half. And was it decline? No, I was going to say, I just said, wait, they haven't moved the ball back. You would think they'd move the ball back.
Well, slow moving here.
Yeah. Bison football again tonight, brought to you by Community Hospital, DNS Hardware, Devaney Motors, Party Electric, Herman Jones Funeral Chapel, Veteran Heating and Air, also Horizon Bank, Hot Tub Brokers, McCook Clinic, MMB Realty, Nebraska Land Tire, Party Electric, great sponsors. After the penalty, marches it way back to the 25-yard line. It's 1st or 2nd down and about 25 to go, 26 to go for that 1st down. With just over a minute left. 3 wide look, ARP little delay. It's going to be Mark trying to create something. At the edge, cuts it back 30, 35, down to about 37-yard line. You get about 13 yards back. Helps that a little bit on third and still long for that first down. And we got a Scottsbluff player that's down now.
Stop the clock for that.
Yeah. As I say, McCook's not going to burn a time. They got 2 if they needed it, but the way you're just hoping let's get a halftime without giving the ball back to Scottsbluff. Take a break. Back to Weiland Field coming up here shortly. Bison football, KICX. Back here at Weiland Field, 31 seconds left, 3-0 on third and long. Arb on the snap, bobbled it, picks it back up, deep ball looking downfield. He's got a receiver open, 25, 20, Schmoker, 15, 10, 5, touchdown! Holy smokes, what a shot! Mark Arb to Mason Schmoker for the touchdown, and the Bison got a lead. Kyle Delaveau.
Yeah, that was a phenomenal play. Coach said last week, Mason Schmoker hadn't had a touchdown in his varsity career. Now we got 2, one in back-to-back weeks. What a great pass, great run. Going to go up 7-3 going into halftime.
Wow. Big play offense that time as it looked like the ball was underthrown to Schmoker that time, but he got it and ran it, and Luke Maris on for the extra points. 18 seconds left. Snap is good. Hold's going to be on the way, and they blocked it. Scottsbluff got in, and the blocked extra point. Still 6-3. We got a late flag to boot. As I think Scottsbluff probably going to be
delay game.
Jawing a little bit, probably.
Yeah,
unsportsmanlike again. So it's going to be, probably on the kickoff, probably. Anyway, 18 seconds left, back with the Bison kickoff. Horizon make touchdown once again. Long bomb, our marker, Mason Schmoker, first one of the night. Back with the kickoff next on KICX. Huh? I don't think so. Back here to Weiland Field, what a play once again on a long. How many yards did we say that was from Arp to Schmoker that time? I mean, it was a good 60.
Well, he passed the 51 for sure.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Anyway, Bison going to touchdown on a long pass from Arp to Schmoker and lead it now 6-3. Boy, Scottsbluff, they busted the gate on the extra point, didn't they?
Yeah, they were. They could have blocked that from any number of angles. And this is always weird when they kick it from like inside the 50. But hey, maybe an onside kick here.
Do you think 18 seconds left? Boy,
probably not enough time. I don't know. I mean, an onside kick and it'd still be like at the 35.
Hunter Hansen is out there and he's going to kick this thing a little bit. So. You never know. Boy, that pass is underthrown from Arp to Schmoker, but Mason got it and put the Jets on, and a nice run by that young fella. Hunter into the end zone for the touchback. 18 seconds left, and Scottsbluff will get probably one play, and that'll be it for the half. Big play. That was needed, wasn't it, Kyle? Big time.
Yeah, that. It's kind of been. Like we've talked about, it's been pretty much a defensive battle this whole first half, and finally uncorked at it. Like you said, it was a little underthrown, so I was afraid that maybe it wasn't going to get there, but Mason had to wait on it just a second, but caught it, took it in the end zone. Great play.
So Scottsbluff keeps it pretty vanilla right here on this 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. As Oztech this time they go left for a change. They haven't gone left all night. They went left and no gain on the play, and they'll bring up second down. I think that will be it.
I'd say that's an aggressive move.
It's something because we haven't seen it all night. Halftime is here. Bison with a 6-3 lead. They did miss the extra point, so let's see. We'll see if that comes back to play a part in this game down the stretch. Halftime is here. Kyle and I will talk about it. Halftime stats after the break. Bison football on KICX. Halftime is here. Bison with a 6-3 lead. Boy, that late score by McCook on an ARP 60-yard bomb to Mason Schmoker. And boy, Mason put the Jets on him, about the 25 or so, and hit that, ran to the corner and got in for the touchdown for the go-ahead points. The extra point was blocked, but still 6-3. Bison, a lot of momentum, and they'll get the ball at the beginning of the half.
Yeah, and what a great way to close the half, and then to get the ball back is going to be a great. You just kind of feel like they have the momentum, and it really had felt like Scottsbluff had gained the momentum with that previous series. We hadn't really been able to do much all night long, and then Scottsbluff gets the 3 points, and glad to go into halftime with a lead, that's for sure.
If you just joined us at the beginning of the ball game, it was 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, and 3 and out, and both defenses just wouldn't give up much, and both punters got their chance. And McCook had a couple of times, Kyle, where we got a drive going, and we just had to stall out. We were going strong, but just couldn't go any more. And finally got things going a little bit. Biggest play, no question, was that long pass from Arp to Schmoker. That's been the biggest play by either team. Scottsbluff, their longest run. Their longest pass, maybe 12 yards. The longest run to Oztech was probably 10 yards. Not much.
Yeah, no, I mean, really, Jacob Gomez-Wilson had a couple of, a 9-yard, a couple 10-yard runs. And like you said, Oztech had that 10-yard run, and they had another kind of 10, 12-yard run on that one drive. But other than that, there just hasn't been a lot of offense to speak of.
It's been a huge win for McCook. Boy, we got another half to go, and they got a long ways to go, but this would be big. Bison, this is the first possession, third quarter. Boys, Bison get a score. Could it be a 2-possession game?
It'd be a big deal. It feels like just not enough points going up on the board. It would feel like if we could get a touchdown, that would put us in the driver's seat for sure.
We'll take a break. We will talk more Bison sports. Got a lot of sports to talk about. Bison boys tennis from today, cross country from yesterday as well. We'll get to all that. Our halftime coverage from Wyland Field continues shortly. Bison football on KICX. And we're back here to Wyland Field, KICX, HighPlainsRadio.net, and the KICX app. Halftime is here, and the Bison with a 6-3 lead. Other Bison Bison sports going on. Bison boys tennis. Hey, congratulations, head coach Matt Weimers and that bunch had a great showing the last couple of days at Woods Park in Lincoln. I know they're probably still on their way back from Lincoln, but fifth place today. Got to get all my results here that we had talking about. I know numerous text messages from Coach Weimers today, and get all that stuff. Got a billion texts I got to go through right now. I got to find the right one here. Anyway, fifth place showing once again. Here we go. Elkhorn Mount Michael wins the Class B with 50.125 points. And Omaha Scott 49, so very close to the top between 1 and 2. McCook scored 25 points. Mason Michaelis, how about that guy? Back-to-back state championships, Class B number 2 singles. Congrats to that young man. Isaac Hins came, I know he disappointed with a loss on day one, but came back with a medal as well. Class B number 2 doubles with Joel Miller, Nathaniel Miller, once again with a medal as well. Those guys did great. I know the number 1 doubles team, Evan Humphrey and Lincoln Michaelis, lost a tough one to begin things and didn't have a chance of really getting medal contention, but those guys are young guys. They'll be back next year and be stronger and better. It's a nice job by the Bison boys tennis team today. Bison cross-country teams, districts yesterday up in Ogallala. Congratulations, Lady Bison, district champs. First time since 1993. Boy, it's been a long time since 1993 for the Lady Bison cross-country team. But congrats, they were district champs, and they upset the defending state champion Gering is in their district, so maybe call it an upset. I know for one year to the next, but Coach Sugar always got to be happy about that. Bison boys didn't finish as high as they wanted to, 7th place overall. Top 3 teams go, but Josh Hegwood will run in the Class B state meet at Kearney coming up again next Friday. So Bison cross country taking place. Bison golfers, and we're going to talk more. I think Coach Arterburn, hopefully Ms. Kaylee Puckett's going to be in attendance tomorrow at Coach's Coffee Club. I'll give a shout out to that young lady. She competed down at the state meets, or up at the state meet in Gering for 2 days earlier in the week and did very well and wrapping up her high school career. Now hopefully we'll have a chance to talk to both of them on the Coach's Coffee Club program tomorrow. Lady Bison volleyball, darn it, the other day had a COVID case and they had their game against North Platte canceled. They are scheduled next Friday, a week from tonight, to Mindens and teams like that, and hopefully everything goes good over the course of this week. Well, they'll have a chance to host that tournament, and then after that, next week, you have district volleyball the next Monday and Tuesday, Kyle. And then it's state tournament, and another sport will be in the books. So we're starting. State tennis is done, golf is done, cross country will be done next week, and then we're into volleyball and football, and that's it for fall sports.
Man, where does it go, Rich? It's
yeah.
like you wake up and turn around and the season's gone, and like you said, football's about all that's left after next week. Did you see that? Happen to see that picture of that 1993 team?
Yeah, Coach Jim Stanky back in the day. Yeah, I saw that picture on the social media, and
kind of fun. Some relatives from the '93 team,
yeah,
with this year's team.
Yeah, with the Wilkinsons, with Shauna being a part of that, and Mom was Carrie was a runner back in her day for Coach Stanky. So yeah, that was pretty cool. 1993. Holy smokes, that was a long time ago. Wow, 93. How old were you in '93?
I was a sophomore in high school in '93.
My gosh, I graduated. I was working at KICX Radio back in '93. What? That was '93 year was a good year. Football was a good year. I'm talking boys and girls sports. Football was good. Basketball was great. Track was good. That was girls sports as well. Was a really good year that year. No question about it. Halftime, got about 3:39 on the clock, though I know they'll probably put a few more minutes up there to let them warm up. 6-3, Scottsbluff and McCook. Bison have the lead on the long, late second quarter toss. Mark Arp to Mason Schmoker. The extra point was blocked, but it's still 6-3. We'll return more halftime activity. Second half still to come. Bison football on KICX. Halftime just about over here at Wyland Field. 6-3, McCook with a lead. Rich Barnett, Kyle Delaveau looking over scores. And how about Northwest with a 21-6 lead over Aurora? Aurora 1 week after they went to Hastings and put 50 points on the Hastings defense.
Who knows, week to week? I mean, and you just never know because you don't know what role COVID's playing. You just don't know. You don't know any of it. You don't know, what team is on the field this week for Aurora or any of that. And so it's just such a weird year. You feel like anyone could win any game at any given week.
Yeah, you got a point. You just, it's Scottsbluff case in point with the Bruner kid. They found out what we've been told. Talked to our good buddy Chris Cottrell, who does the play-by-play over from KNB Radio, that it just happened today. They just found out he's positive today, and so he's probably done for a couple of weeks. So hopefully get him back for the playoffs.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I kind of feel bad. I have to say something. Kind of did an ESPN impersonation in the first half.
You did?
Yeah. Substandard sportscasting and way too much politics. I'll try to leave politics out of it this quarter.
I think you're just fine. You're just good. It was no big deal at all. Well, Cook's going to get the football to begin things here in the third quarter with a 6-3 lead. Boy, what a play! Talk about a play much needed, and Mark Arp to Mason Schmoker in the long touchdown pass. And
feel like we're going to go out and get another one of those in this first. That is one thing to speak of, Rich. We have had guys behind their defense on a couple different plays. I was talking to our good friend Mitch Lister, and he was mentioning that maybe we're a little deficient in the blocking game, that there's a couple missed blocks that might have opened up some passing plays. So hopefully we can get that cleaned up at halftime and see some more of that.
Sure, Coach Petrosky, Coach Barry, who called the plays upstairs, and they talk about that here at halftime as Rodriguez will kick it off, and hopefully we can get a nice kickoff return right here. Luke Maris had the last one. It's going to be a squib kick, and Scottsbluff remembers that, taken by one of the up man at 20. 26-yard line. That was about it.
Tripped over his own guy right there.
Is that Campbell?
Yeah, he got stepped on.
Yeah. Talon Campbell, a couple of times you recall back early in the season, the Hastings game, remember like yesterday where the pooch kicked by Hastings and he almost took it to the house, almost took it the whole way.
Yeah, a couple of weeks ago he was our leading returner. And that'll hurt his average. He'll be bummed about that.
Quarterback Mark Arp bring the Bison offense up here with a 6-3 lead just underway here in the second half, third quarter here at KICX, highplainsradio.net, the KICX app, and video streaming on our YouTube channel, KICX 961. iPro set, receivers both sides. The tight end, Peterson shifts from left to right. Langen and Gomez-Wilson behind Arp. It's going to be isolation. Gomez-Wilson. Jacob trying to follow right side and didn't get much. I don't think he got a thing. Maybe half yard at best, maybe nothing. 2nd and 10, we'll call it.
Their interior is about as stout as ours is.
Tall guys. They got some size out there. I mean, Scottsbluff, basketball-wise, they always have tall guys. And look on the football field, they got some tall guys.
Yeah, like I said, when I was out here early, I was surprised at how big they were. Just a lot bigger than us, to be honest.
So in second, actually lost a yard. Call it 2nd and 11. Shotgun set for Arp. He's got twin receivers here to the left. And a midline toss on the option. Gomez-Wilson's had some room. 35, 40, 42. Kyle, he was a step away from busting that thing for the whole thing on a little read and then option here, and it was close, wasn't it?
It was. One more step. And how about this? Mogg coming from the left defensive end spot, clear back across the field to make that play. So
ran him down.
Pretty rangy.
1st and 10, McCook on the Jacob Gomez-Wilson. I'm trying, because the first game, I got people saying, who is it, Jacob or Lucas? And so I'm doing my best on telling you which one it is. iPro said, ball on the near side hash. Scottsbluff showing blitz. Arp, it's going to be Langen. I'll run the option down the line, and Alec for a nice save. Give him 3 yards, 44-yard line. Give him a gain of 3, 2nd and 7.
Yeah, we'll take that. Seems like it's been a lot like, 6 or 7 or not hardly anything at all. So, even that nice 3-yard run on first down, we'll take it.
I'm sure assistant coach Richard Smock, who coaches that Bison offensive line, had a little talk with the O-line, and let's open up some things offensively and to see what we can do, run the ball. Open up that pass a little bit more. Capel the wide out to the right. You got Campbell here left. And now Campbell in motion to the far side in 2nd and 7. 6-3 Bison lead early third quarter. It's going to be Langen on a give from Arp. And boy, Alec just about ripped Mark's arms off that time taking that football and picked up a couple of yards to about the 45. That's about it, maybe gain a yard and bring up 3rd and about 5. No, we'll call it 6 yards for the first down. Beautiful night for high school football. Mid-October is here.
Can you believe the weather we've had this fall? I know.
Yeah.
It's just been beautiful. Snow on Sunday night, is that what you were saying?
Yeah, early, and they kind of wiped that out of the latest forecast, so nobody wants to hear that yet. Big 3rd and 6 right here for the Bisons. Arp on play action, looking downfield, still looking, pass going to be downfield, and it's going to be picked off. 34-yard line as Mark going to his left, going downfield, looking for that Schmoker again, I do believe, downfield, and kind of throwing against his body and threw it short in the pick, and that's the 2nd turnover against the Bison offense.
Yeah, I mean, that's just a tough throw back against his body and into the middle of the field, and Bison defense have their work cut out for him now.
Got to come up big right here. Brent Hill, that senior quarterback, leads this offense. And I tell you, Jackson Ostick, their junior tailback, has got a ton of carries. And here we go with carry number 1 of the third quarter. Hit a little seam there at about the 35. Didn't get much. Bison clogged it nicely that time. 2 down tackles up front. Once again with...
about 6 inches on that play, Rich.
Yeah, Hicks and Steinbeck up front. You got Weimers, the defensive end, Torrington Ford on the other side. And not much. 2nd and 10. Got the 2 backers with Langen and Manzanares for good size, filling those gaps as well. 2nd and 10. Hill will his own call, and Manzanares takes him and throws him down. No gain on the play, brings up 3rd and 9, 3rd and 10.
Great read from that inside linebacker spot right there.
Little option play that time, and the fake to give to Ozdek, and on the quarterback take that time and brings up 3rd and 8. Bison looks like they'll go with a 3-man front. They ran one of the D tackles off, go with 3-man front, extra DBs in. Passing situation on 3rd and 9. Twins left, 1 wide on the right, and Hill shotgun set with protection. Bison rushing 3, dropping 8. Breaking down, pass going to be incomplete. He had Langen breathing on him, so close that time, and Hill had to get rid of it. There wasn't a receiver in the area. Brings up 4th down and we got a late flag. The flag came out so late. What could it be?
Who knows?
Maybe a grounding? Possibly a grounding? What else could it be?
Yeah, I mean, there wasn't anyone to speak of.
Right.
I mean, you feel like he was thrown, like he just kind of got knocked off balance. It didn't feel like he was, intentionally. They're going to wave it off.
Yep, they're going to take it, pick it up. Yep, so nothing.
And honestly, I feel like that's a good call, Rich. I mean, it didn't feel like a grounding kind of pass to me. I don't know what you thought, but.
They bring up 4th down. Bison, nevertheless, will get the ball back. 8:09 left here in the third quarter. Both teams had possession. Couldn't do anything with it. And Rodriguez back to kick at his own 21-yard line. Lucas Gomez-Wilson back at his own 30. High snap, a little bit of pressure from Capel. This one's a high kick, and McCook will let it bounce. It takes a McCook bounce to back to about the 35, 36-yard line. So Rodriguez, one thing is he's kicking some high punts and no return. The Bison offense back in the field for the second time here in this third quarter, and a 6-3 lead.
Well, this game has been everything that we were hoping it'd be, as far as definitely equally matched teams both playing their hearts out tonight, Rich.
And district titles on the line right here. You want to win that district, and both teams with games coming up next week. Alliance, sure, and McCook will be favored in that one, and Scottsbluff will be favored by a bunch in their game against Gary coming up next week. McCook will come out 2 tight ends, power look, 1 wide out to the left, and Langen and Gomez-Wilson behind Arp. And we're in the option near side, going to be Alec Langen. Drags a couple of white shirts for a couple of yards. Trying to get the inside game going a little bit with 34. And a gain of 2, maybe 3, brings up 2nd and 7.
And you just feel like they're trying to set up the outside game, and just so far tonight they haven't really had that big run. Neither team, like you said earlier, has had a really big play in the running game. So
Go back, double tight end set. Cool right. Peterson left to 2 tight ends. Lucas Gomez Wilson, the wide out here near side. Offset I. Scottsbluff show him blitz. Langen gets it and nowhere to go. Oh, maybe one, not much.
Ran right into the teeth of that blitz, and Arp is not feeling good after that play. I don't know if he got hit or what, but he got up a little slow and a little gimpy back to the huddle.
Bring up 3rd and 7. Clock running, 7-minute mark here in this 3rd quarter from Whiteland Field to McCook. See what Coach Gross dials up here on 3rd and 7 at their own 34-yard line. Langen the lone setback. Here's this double wing look we showed earlier in the first half with both Gomez Wilson brothers, the 2 wings, and they'll fake the toss. Arp rolls in the far side, little bootleg far side, trying to look downfield. Pass going to be incomplete, or is it picked? Incomplete. Boy, he was looking. He was trying to put that thing, needle.
Thread the needle.
Thread the needle with Braden Cool, the tight end, and it got popped up, deflected, and almost picked off in midfield. And nothing for McCook on 3rd down. Bison will punt it again.
You know, Rich, I probably shouldn't say this, but that's one thing I've been a little disappointed in this year. We have some tall, fast tight ends, and we really haven't seen a lot of anything going to the tight ends this year. Maybe that's a wrinkle we're going to bust out in the coming weeks, but for whatever reason.
Branson McDonald back to kick this at his own 20, looks like 19-yard line. They're bringing the blitz, and he got rid of it. And a nice kick, not bad, returnable, and actually fair catch at about the 33-yard line. Branson, nice job. He had white shirts coming at him, and nice high kick, no return. 34-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Bearcats. Bison football tonight brought to you by Carpenter Bridlin Funeral Home, Wagner Chevy, Wagner Ford, also Tobias Dental, Runza, Samway Floor Covering and Furniture, Pizza Hut, Party Electric, Nebraska Land Tire, MMB Realty helping us out with our coverage of Bison football here from Whiteland Field. 6.5 minutes left, 3rd quarter. It's a 6-3 Bison lead. Scottsbluff 3rd series. Ostek trying to sweep it near side. Got some room, 35. Skipped to tackle 40 and knocked it out of bounds about the 43. Going to be close to a 1st down.
Going to have the 1st down.
Yeah. Isaiah Weimers had to come from a long ways to knock him down. And, gain of 10. And got the edge a little bit. 1st and 10 Bearcats.
Great play by Isaiah Weimers to get back and stop that after a broken tackle.
Ball on the near side hash for the Bearcats. As Brett Hill with Wilkinson the wing. Ostek their tailback left. He'll get a little toss right between the tackles. Cross midfield. Big gain again, Ostek. That time just a slight little toss and full speed ahead between the tackles right behind his center. And close to another 1st down there in McCook territory just like that.
Yeah, and it hasn't been working all night, and all of a sudden, Ostek and Galindo on back-to-back plays now, or Ostek?
It was Ostek again. Yep.
Okay.
Yep, they've ran him to death tonight. They got his fair share of carries. It's 2nd and 1. Hill, Ostek again, sweeping right side. This time Bison ran it well. Did they get the 1st down? Manzanares, Scott, I thought got him before he reached the 1st down.
It's going to be close.
Yeah, it is.
They're going to have the 1st down, Rich.
The far official near the Bison sideline, he kind of signaled it was going to be a 1st down, but they're going to bring the chains in. That means Big Tom and company got to run. Nope, he doesn't have to run out. Mr. DeSanco, Mr. Thomas will bring those chains out.
I saw our man TJ at halftime.
Yeah.
Have you seen the mustache he's rocking?
I haven't seen it lately.
It is pristine. I'm telling you what, he looks sharp in that mustache.
Has he got a Raleigh Fingers look or something like that?
No. It's just a nice solid caterpillar right on his top lip. It looks good.
I haven't seen it, Tom. I'm sorry, man. You got a Raleigh Fingers. You get one of those and just twirl it a little bit. Brent Hill on the shotgun. Ostek between the tackles. Another seam there was open. And kind of jumped over a couple of people on the bottom of the pile to about the 41, 42-yard line. Gain of a couple brings up 2nd and 7. You know who Raleigh Fingers is, don't you?
Absolutely.
Okay, yeah. One of baseball's best relief guys back in the day.
Yeah, he had that beautiful rolled waxed mustache.
Back in the day. 2nd and 6, we'll call it, under the 5-minute mark. Scottsbluff on the move. Ostek again getting the mail, carrying the mail, as our good buddy Ken Wellman used to say back in the day of Bison football. And Ostek across the 40, about the 38-yard line, gain of about 3. This will bring up 3rd and short. Bearcats trying to keep this drive going. Bison trying to rotate some different people in and out. Big 3rd and 3 right here. See if McCook might be 4-down territory, you never know. 6-3 Bison. Ostek again, full speed ahead, dives for the mark for the 35, and I think he's got the first down. He late dive to get there as Tate Felber in there had him, and but Ostek dove, I should say, and did get the first down. As you get into Scottsbluff, folks, right below us on the south side of the field. Bring up 1st and 10 at the 4:18 mark here in this 3rd quarter from Wineland Field. I have a feeling that this could be one of those games. Who has the ball last is going to win this game.
Yeah, I hope not.
I hope not either.
I didn't bring any Tums tonight, Rich.
Brent Hill shotgun set. Ostek once again. It is the same exact play every day, and that time, nice job. Torrington Ford came from the right defensive end, hit him first, and he picked up, it looks like, a yard, maybe 2 on the play, bring up 2nd and 8.
I like that whole mentality. Like, we're going to run it till they stop us,
right.
And until we do.
And they've mixed it up a little bit. It hasn't been like it's been 80% right, but they did have a couple of carries go straight between the tackles, straight ahead, and which picked up some nice yardage. 2nd and 8 to the Bison 33. A little shifting on the far side with some of the personnel. Hill this time to go left with Ostek. This time a very rare occurrence, and this time the Bison read it well. Yeah.
Trick play, ran it to the left.
Tate Felver, that's right. Nice job. Tate in there, backup linebacker with a nice play coming from behind, and no gain, and the play brings up 3rd down.
Nice to see Tate having a nice, strong game, ending it, coming to the end of his senior year.
Exactly right. One of our senior guests a couple of weeks ago, he's pumped up. He loves his football, but he's a big-time Bison wrestler for Coach Nick Umshire in the winter months. Big 3rd down, play action Hill, looking with some pressure, downfield going to be
picked off.
Was incomplete. It almost was picked off.
Oh no,
close.
Jacob hurt.
Oh, well, you want to see that? He's up.
Just wind, maybe.
Yeah, just got the wind. Oh boy, Bison coaches never been going, please no, just got your back, big guy.
He's going to be that guy, though, isn't he? I mean, he just goes all out, 100%,
yeah.
100 miles an hour every single play. So he's always going to be at risk of.
You wonder if he landed on the ball.
He definitely landed on the ball.
Yeah.
I thought he might have had it
picked
off, but then it rolled out from underneath of him. So
yeah, just the way he tried to pick it up, just land on the ball, knock the wind out of him. Big 4th down here. Scottsbluff going for it. The Bison 33, 4th and 8. Hill, it's going to be play action again. They got 3 out in the pattern. Looking downfield, going to be complete at the 5-yard line. And it's 1st and goal, Scottsbluff.
Man, he was wide open. And that's a tough play. Of course, Adam Duggar came in on that play for Gomez Wilson, who was hurt on the previous play. Always hard to come in being cold like that, come in off the sideline and make the play. They've run that seam a couple times.
It was Galindo in the reception, 1st and goal from the 4-yard line. Hill, it's going to be Ostek running right, and did he get in? Yeah, he did get in. Touchdown, Scottsbluff. A 4-yard touchdown run, Jackson Ostek, and the Bearcats got the lead right back, 9-6.
All of a sudden, this kick feels really big.
No question about it. You want to keep it at a 3-point deficit instead of having to, in case you need the field goal.
Man, they ran a lot of time off the clock in that series.
And Rodriguez on for the extra points. Snap's good, kicks on the way, line drive, and he got it. 10-6 Bearcats, 2:23 left, 3rd quarter. Back with the kickoff next, Bison football, KICX. Quick kick by Scottsbluff in the kickoff. There's Talon Campbell again, 25, 30, and Talon and was stripped, I think, and Scottsbluff say they have the ball. And they do have the ball. Wow. Talon that time got mauled, and they just flat out went up and took the ball away from him. And the third Bison turnover this game.
Yeah, not the situation we want to be in right now, Rich. And the defense needs to be really careful that we don't let this momentum become too much for us. We really need to get a stop here.
Yep, no question about it.
Not to overstate the obvious.
Short field for Scottsbluff as well. The Bearcats off the third Bison turnover. At 1st and 10 at the 35. Hill, it's Oztek full speed ahead. That time Bison, super job. Torrington Ford hit him first and picked up about a yard, maybe 2 on the play.
It's kind of a cool little, I don't know if you saw that, one of the Bearcats couldn't get their jersey back down over their pads, and Leighton Fisher was helping him get his jersey fixed back up. Kind of cool to see that. Good
sportsmanship right there. 2nd and 9 for the 1-yard game. Hill, this is not Oztek. They go into it is Oztek. You got a late flag coming in, probably in the name of a holding call. No gain of the play. Nice pursuit that time. I see Jacob Gomez-Wilson back in there, which is good to see.
Torrington Ford just got flat out tackled on that play.
And so that'll push Scottsbluff back a little bit and make it 2nd and long again. Minute 38, we've got a whole 4th quarter to go. But you do not want to let the Bearcats get any more points. If it's going to be anything, you want it to be a field goal.
Just nothing. We're just going to shut them down.
To keep it a 1-score game. After the penalty, we'll mark it back to the 45-yard line, the Bison 45. And it's 2nd and a bunch. 45, it's 2nd and 20, virtually. 45 to the 25 for that first down. Galendo, the wing here on the near side. Hill, shotgun. Oztek to his left. This time Galendo gets a carry, a little wing back sweep on the far side. And we got a late flag coming in, and his helmet came off. So you wonder if somebody got a piece of the face mask. So Galendo's going to have to come off the field if his helmet came off. So for at least one play, let's see what the official has to say about this one. Will they get the yardage right back again?
And a first down.
And a first down, yeah. Yeah, personal foul. Sure was.
And that had to be pretty, pretty egregious. For the helmet to come off, you'd think it just not a run-of-the-mill, accidentally put my hand on your face mask sort of thing. That's, that's the wrong direction to say the least.
Mark off the penalty yardage, and as you said, Kyle, an automatic first down to boot. Let's put it just inside the 30-yard line, and 1st and 10 for the Bearcats. 10-6 lead, beg your pardon, as it was 6-3 and a half. Scottsbluff on a nice drive, ended on a Jackson Oztek 4-yard touchdown run. The extra point was good. The only points by either team in this third quarter. Both teams have had chances. Bison had the football first in the third quarter and not been able to get a drive going. Hill, shotgun set. Oztek to his left. Wilkinson, the wing, on the right. And a fullback as well. Oztek was trying to sweep right side, trying to get that edge, had a little room, knocked out of bounds. Finally by Schmoker. But I think he got the first down. He went past the marker.
How is that not an automatic first down on that face mask?
Well, wasn't it? Well, I guess it was 2nd and 4, wasn't it? I don't know. Yeah, you got me on that one.
Personal foul is an automatic first down.
Yeah. Our good buddy Bob Elders across the way. He's helping the scoreboard tonight. So,
either way, it's first down and inside the 25.
Hill, Oztek wanted to go inside and wanted to shift a little bit to the right, and Manzanares is right there, and picked up a little bit of a gain. Looks like maybe a gain of 2 to about the 20-yard line. Brings up 2nd and 8. Bison need to stop. 47 seconds on the Scottsbluff will get one more play, and that's probably going to be the end of your third quarter right there.
And Rich, you have to imagine they're well within field goal range. 89 for Scottsbluff.
Hey, Rodriguez got a leg on him. Yeah, no question. After watching the earlier what he did, I had agreed. Hill on a big 2nd and 8 now. Ozdeck again, right side. There was a little gap. Got away from one tackle. And Gomez Wilson knocks it out of bounds. Jacob that time. Looks like they'll get one more play as the clock stops. Went out of bounds. 20 seconds left.
Big 3rd down here, Rich. And if we ever needed to stop, we need it here.
Yeah. 3rd and short to boot. About 3rd and 2. For the Bison defense, need to get tough. Boy, it's something in the backfield. Boy, a turnover right here would be great to see. As Scottsbluff has taken their time a little bit, or the officials taking their time and haven't started the clock, the play clock yet.
Corey Rogers coming in for Torrington Ford here on this defensive play, Rich.
What are we waiting here for? Gee, Merry Christmas, guys. Come on. Play clock's going. Probably maybe the last play of the quarter. We'll see. 20 seconds left. 3rd and short at the Bison 14-yard line. Shotgun step for Hill. Ozdeck again, right side. Found a seam. 1st down inside the 10 to about the 5. It's going to be 1st and goal. They'll stop the clock, move the chains, and then kick it and then start it again. But it's going to be 1st and 10. Looks like about the 5-yard line.
Yeah, and he's just, right now, he's good for 6 yards every play, Rich.
Yeah, and it's just going right. It's just going pretty much right every time. They wind the clock. That's going to be your quarter. 10-6 Bearcats. Back in the 4th quarter next. Bison football. One quarter left, 4th quarter about ready to begin. Rich Barnett, Kyle Delaveau back here at Weiland Field. And Kyle, the Bison defense got to come up big right now. Boy, 1st and goal from the 5-yard line. And Scottsbluff, that running game just can't be stopped, can it?
Well, I mean, it feels like it could have been stopped. We have 2 scoring drives for Scottsbluff. And if they score on this drive, it'll be their 3rd scoring drive. And we'll have a personal foul on 2 out of the 3. That just really works against you in a situation like this. And we were we had them 2nd and 20 plus.
Yeah.
And then for that face mask really hurt us.
Big 1st and 5 goal. 1st and goal from the 5-yard line. Do your best to try to limit them to a field goal attempt right here, but I think maybe Scottsbluff might be 4
downs.
Yeah, no question. 4 downs to get 5 yards. Hill, shotgun, low snap, and Hill will run it himself, trying to get the edge, and he's close. Can't tell. He's down to the 1-yard line. But that's a handoff. Maybe it wasn't very crisp that time, and Hill just said, "I'm going to take it and run." Didn't look like a design kick.
He dropped the snap.
Did he? Okay.
Yeah, put it on the ground. But he got 4 yards on the carry, so.
Down to the 1-yard line, 2nd and goal. Bison in danger of this being a 2-possession game right here.
Yeah, and Coach Gross said before the game it was going to come down to the game in the trenches, and that's kind of what we're seeing on this drive.
Somebody call timeout? Somebody called timeout.
Injured player for the Bison.
Oh, is it? Okay. Quick break. Back to Weiland Field after this quick break. Bison football on KICX. Back here to Wyland Field, Rich Barnett, Kyle Delaveau. Just on the way here, fourth quarter. Did McCook have an injured player?
We did. Adrian Manzanares, it looked to me like was down on the sideline, but they've got him up. And
good. Need 57 to get back in the ball game. Man in that inside backer position. 2nd and goal for the 1. Final regular season home game for the Bison. Homecoming week for the finale for the regular season at Alliance next week.
So weird to say homecoming.
Yeah, it is. Hill. And
went backwards.
Went backwards, boy, and no gain of the play. But that just a direct snap to one of their backs that time. It didn't go anywhere.
Isaiah Weimer's in the backfield. Big play by number 54 on that play.
You got a clear view. I'm looking through kind of a mirror or the window here, and it's kind of a little. You get a better view than I do. 3rd and 3, loss of 2 on the play. Get a stop. Get him in the backfield and make him maybe try a field goal instead of going for the 6 points.
Yeah, this feels really big here, Rich.
Hill, shotgun set again on 3rd and goal. Hill going to throw with some pressure. Got a nice block pass in the end zone, going to be incomplete.
And Hill got smoked by Isaiah Weimers.
And he's slow getting up by the Bison sidelines. Yeah, 54 knocked him down pretty hard. So with Scottsbluff bringing personnel, I think they're going to kick it for the field goal right here. Coach Jen Hull says, heck with it, let's just get the 3 points.
They completed that pass. Did they complete that pass?
No, it's back. No, it's back at the 3 it's at the 3-yard line. So here's a field goal. It's like an extra point, virtually an extra point.
Yeah.
From Rodriguez at about the 10-yard line, so a 20-yard field goal. Snap good, and the bobbled hold. He's running for his life, throws it downfield, going to be incomplete. Please no flag. Please no flag. Because, boy, it looked like McCook
could have been a flag.
Could have been a flag, maybe a pass interference called. And Scottsbluff folks are thinking the same thing. So the holder couldn't get a grasp on it, spun around and just heaved in the end zone. And we had defenders down there. So the Bison get a break that time. 1st and goal from the 5. They can't get any points on the board, and McCook gets the ball at the 3-yard line now.
How in the world?
Wow.
That was quite of a turn of events.
Manzanares said he'd come back in. I think he did. We need him at starting center in there. Need that old line to get going. 1st and 10, McCook their own 4-yard line. And McCook in the double tight end set. And it's going to be Gomez Wilson. Nice job, Jacob. Nice running room across the 10. Got him, McCook out of a hole that time to about the 13, 14-yard line. Almost a gain of 10. Going to be awfully close to a Bison 1st down.
Yeah, 9. Man, they gave him the first down.
Give him a gain of 10 yards in the play.
Wow.
Nice job by McCook.
Great run.
Boy, if McCook can get a score out of this baby and take the lead, wow. Scottsbluff going to be kicking themselves on 1st and goal from the 5. Back in the iPro set once again, loaded. A lot of red shirts at an offensive line. Power set. Gomez Wilson right side trying to find a seam. Boy, if he came right a little bit more, there was a hole we can see from up our angle, but didn't quite hit that hole and went a little bit to his left, but picked up a couple of yards, picked up 3 yards, almost 4 yards.
Looked like he could have followed Torrington forward to the end zone, didn't it?
Yeah, that thing was open. 2nd and 6, we'll call it. A lot of time left. 10-minute mark coming up. Both teams, all 3 timeouts. 10-6. Scottsbluff, our score update brought to you by MMB Bank. Double tight end set. I got Cool here on one side, Peters on the other side. The extra with that wall of red on the offensive line. 8 guys on the line with Langen and Gomez Wilson. Langen on a fullback dive and still on his feet. Alex still on his feet near a 1st down. Boy, hard, tough yardage for Alec Langen that time. Looked like he was bottled up, but he got away, and it's going to be close to a Bison 1st down.
Yeah, I think he got the 1st down, Rich. Yeah, he did.
Moving the chains again. We're under 10 minutes left in this 4th quarter. Can you believe? I love power football. Always have, always will. But like the 8 guys in the offensive line, a quarterback and your 2 backs, and that's all you got. That's what you got right there.
How about this, Rich? 3rd quarter, 29-21 Aurora over Grand Island Northwest.
Huskies coming back in that one, and we got a flag from the white hat, probably some movement up front. You got to think, maybe.
I
possibly.
didn't see any move. I mean, he called it really early. It has to be some kind of an illegal formation or 12 guys on the field or.
Yeah, it was. You got the illegal formation or too many guys in the field. Yeah, we had a guy not supposed to be in there.
Man, we've seen it a couple of times tonight, Rich. Those, those things are killing us.
Yeah, Corey Rogers, I think, was the one we probably thinking we were still going with our jumbo offensive line package, and we had gone out of it because we had two wideouts to the right side. So that cost us 5 yards. We're going to first and 15. Gomez Wilson in the slot here near side. Mason Schmoker to the right of him. Arp, it's going to be Langen getting the carry, and Alec nowhere to go. Bottled up and no gain on the play. Looks like a loss in the play. Bring up
3rd and 17.
Third and a bunch. Well, it's
2nd and 17.
Second down, yeah. He's got the first down over 2nd and a bunch.
19. Loss of 4.
Yikes. Don't have to get everything back in one shot unless they really want to. We're at 8:45 left in this fourth quarter. Clock running, 10-6 Scottsbluff. Throw the ball on 2nd and 19. Go back. Gomez Wilson have been running the ball, getting some yards for you. They'll go twin receivers right. Got 3 wide look, twins right, 1 wide out to the far left. Got Langen here in the slot, our wing. They got a trips as Arp looking to throw. Out of the pocket, looking downfield, going to scramble and run. Good move, 25, arc, marked to about the 27-yard line. He picked up half back.
A little more
than half back on that scramble run. And this will bring up more manageable 3rd and 9, we'll call it.
Yeah.
3rd and 9.
Well, you said they didn't have to get it all at once, so.
I did say that.
You gave him permission. He didn't feel any pressure. Rich was going to let him get it in 2.
3rd and 9 at the spot the ball at the 27-yard line. Bison have all 3 timeouts to go. Kind of better hustle out the line. The play clock's down to 9.
And not a big sense of urgency.
No, trips far side. Gomez Wilson in the wing to the far side. Arp with 2 seconds, and Bison we got a flag in the play. We're just
jumped.
Yeah, we probably should have burned a timeout right there because we were
confused coming out of the huddle.
Clock was running down, so we probably should have burned a timeout and we lose 5 more. It's going to be 3rd and 13 now.
Just setting ourselves up for something awesome.
Yeah.
Like the old Tecmo Super Bowl, you get
penalties
and penalties.
I love
so
that
Bo
game.
Jackson could get like the 300-yard touchdown after he ran around the field like 3 times.
I had a buddy of mine who used to go all the way back, start the 1-yard line, first and goal from the 1, go all the way back to the end zone, and then run it the entire way. Just
because Bo Jackson was unstoppable.
Exactly right. Just
in real life and on the game.
Made me madder than I'll ever get out. All right, McCook has 3rd and 13. Trips right. 5 on the play clock. Arp on 3rd and long. Will throw. Looks, scramble. Going to tuck it. Got some room. Steps back. Not over the line. Still scrambling. Still gets some blocks. Needs some more blocks. Still running. And still out of a tackle. Still on his feet. Still on his feet. He's still on his feet here near side 30.
Now he's got Green in front of him.
35, 40, gets a block. Midfield. Arp down to the 45, 40, and out of bounds about the 36-yard line.
And he was totally out of steam by the time.
Wow. I tell you, he ran from the 22 down to the 36, and then you times 2.
Well, yeah, because he came clear over to the right side as he was running, and then back clear across to the left, and then back clear across to the right again. So, unbelievable play by Arp.
Yeah, you could tell.
If you're not watching the stream, you need to turn it on right now just to see that play. I'm just telling you.
He was running the gas at about the 40. You could tell he was just running toward the sidelines. I'm going to go until
don't die.
And you get close to him running out of bounds there. And Scottsbluff's going to burn a timeout. Bison have it 1st and 10 of the Scottsbluff 36. Quick break. Back to Weiland Field next to Bison Football KICX. 6:42 left on the clock. What a run. Mark Arp on a scramble on 3rd and long. Huge gain from his own 22 on 3rd and long down to the Scottsbluff 36-yard line. Scottsbluff burns a timeout. Probably their guys are gassed too after that play, I'm sure. And Bison in business now. They got to score a touchdown, though. That it's a 10-6 lead, so they got to put points in the end zone right here.
Yeah, those kicks, man, they seem like just an automatic deal, and yet they're so important.
Plenty of time left. Bison have all 3 timeouts. Scottsbluff with 2, so you got plenty of time right here. Cole Campbell, the wide out to the right.
Really need to clean this up from here on out on this drive.
Yeah.
No more mistakes.
What do you do, if you're Coach Gross now? What plays are you dialing up? Who's it going to go to?
I mean, Gomez Wilson has been the most consistent in and out tonight.
Double tight end set, 1 wide out is Capel, back in the eye, and isolation Gomez Wilson, right side. Jacob to about the 34, picked up 2 yards in the play, and bring up 2nd down. Clock running, we're at 6.5 minutes left in this 4th quarter from Weiland Field. Fans getting their money's worth in this one. 10-6 ball game. Schmoker and Talon Campbell bring in the play. They'll take a tight end and Braden Kuhl out of the ball game. Campbell and Schmoker go wide left. Schmoker in the slot. Langen and Jacob Gomez Wilson behind Arp as Peterson, the tight end, shifts from right to left. Ball on the near side hash on 2nd down. Tots pitch, Gomez Wilson, Langen out in front. Jacob put the Jets on. Split the defender, still on his feet. And boy, he got slammed right on the marker, right across the 30, about the 29. He got hit hard. Kept the football in his arms, though, and it's going to be close to a 1st down, maybe a yard short.
And I don't know if that was a safety up or what, but he closed fast.
Yeah. They'll wind the clock.
2 downs to get 1 yard.
Exactly right. You just make it simple right here and give Langen a carry right here on just a simple little dive to get that 1st down.
I mean, you'd like to think that, but then you remember that Langen's last carry went 4 yards in the reverse.
Yeah. Back in the eye, that 2 tight end set once again. Lucas Gomez Wilson, the wide receiver to the right. Arp under center on 3rd and 1 is Gomez Wilson. Jacob has a 1st down and more. 20, down to the 20.
Yep.
Got a late flag. It's going to be face mask against the defense. Well, you can see a long ways because I couldn't see that.
He turned him clear around.
So it's going to be a 1st down and add yardage on that play on what Kyle says is a face mask on a flag on the far side. Well, it was right near the Bison bench, and I'm sure everybody on that side, the north side, let them know about it. And you're right, face mask against the defense. If you left or you went away when it was 1st and goal from the 5 for Scottsbluff, and you come back and say, what's the deal? Scottsbluff didn't score. They didn't score. They missed a field goal attempt. The Bison since then have got a drive going at their own 4-yard line. Huge scramble by Arp. The 22 down to the 36, and the Bison all the way down. It's going to be 1st and goal from inside the 10.
The 7?
Looks about right. Yep, 1st and goal from the 7. Got to make it a touchdown. Field goal will not work. Trailing 10-6. 2 tight ends. Schmoker, the receiver to the right. Arp under center on 1st and goal. Why not? Jacob Gomez Wilson, left side. Can he get? Nope. He got maybe a gain of 1.
And it gets tricky down here because everything is compressed. They don't have to cover as much ground.
And you want that clock to just keep going right here. 5-minute mark. We're under 5 minutes left. It's 2nd and goal from the 6.
I mean, the good news is what you have to have. It's kind of like going 2nd in overtime. You have to have a touchdown right here, and so you have three downs left to get those 6 yards.
They'll go double tight end set once again. Peterson left and Kuhl to the right. Capel, the wide out to the right. Back in the eye with Langen and Gomez Wilson behind Arp. Capel in motion here near side. Stops right at the tight end. Play action. Arp's going to throw it. Now we got to tuck it and run. He's got a little bit of a lane. Mark inside the 5 to about the 1-yard line. He's awfully close.
Couldn't quite get it.
It was a design play on a little boot on play action that time, but he tucked it and run, had a little seam there, and Mark shifty as anybody, and it's going to be 3rd and goal from about the 1-yard line.
Yeah, and they sold it really nice because they had Capel out there. Really looked like they were going to try to throw it up.
Mm-hmm.
kind of a jump ball thing, and then it was a designed run all along. Nice play call.
So McCook will come back with that massive offensive line. Once again, 8 on that offensive line. Actually, it's their Stampede package in there. That Maryland eye look. Arp, it's going to be Langen, left side. Did he get in? Yeah, touchdown. Alec Langen from a yard out, and the Bison take the lead. Horizon make touchdown from Alec Langen on their Stampede package, on their stacked set behind Arp, and wow, the Bison with a 2-point lead, soon to make it 3.
Got to kick it. And you got to get this.
Yeah, you got to get the extra point right here. Luke Maris will tee it up here shortly. What a turn of events in this one. Wow, Scottsbluff first and goal from the 5. They miss it on 2nd, 3rd. They try and 4th down the field goal, bobbled snap, and the Bison go 96 yards. And the extra point's going to be on the way, and it is good. The Bison a 13-10 lead, 3:42 left. Back with the kickoff next on KICX. .96-yard drive from McCook after the missed opportunity from Scottsbluff for the Bison on a 1-yard Alec Langen touchdown run. Horizon make touchdown for the senior fullback, and the extra point is good to make it a 13-10 lead. 3:42 left as Luke Maris tees it up. It's going to be a high kick and returnable. 5, 10, 15. A little bit of seam, slowed up. Nice job down at Lucas Gomez Wilson. Got to slow the return up that time. It's going to be 1st and 10, Kyle, for Scottsbluff at their own, looks like, 25-yard line. And the Bearcats have 2 timeouts, 3:35. Bison going to be at their all-time best right now.
Yeah, it's been a steady dose of Oztech Galindo all night long to the right side, and, who knows what they'll dial up here. And then that play-action pass, which has hurt us at times. So hopefully the Bison are ready to rock and roll.
Quarterback Brent Hill, once again, a 1st and 10. And Oztech will go right this time with some room. Got that edge on the far side. Looks like picked up a gain of about 5, about the 30-yard line.
5-6 yards. It's too much.
And it was Galindo, actually, instead of Oztech that time. Galindo's got a carry every now and then. Bring up a gain of about 6 in the play. Bring us 2nd and 4. They're working fast. Galindo again trying to get the edge on the far side. He's at the marker. Looks like he got a 1st down. So that's 10 yards, 2 plays.
It's like I said last series, it's almost like you can just guarantee them 5 yards each play, which is really interesting because they're running the same thing over and over and over.
Shy of the 1st down, actually, Kyle. Going to be 3rd and very short. Didn't give him the 1st down on the far side.
This is huge.
Ball on the far side hash as Hill once again under center. It's going to be Galindo this time, and boy, he's hit by Lang, and he was tripped up in the backfield by Manzanares, but he got the necessary 1st down yardage by a yard or 2. They'll stop the clock, move the chains here.
He kind of got bent backwards funny, and he's hurt, Rich.
Yeah, if you or I got hit by Alec Langen at going that speed, I think we'd be hurting too. Yeah.
It's going to walk it off here. Good to see that.
1st and 10, 1st and 10 Scottsbluff as they move the chain, stop the clock, 37-yard line, and they'll wind the clock now. We'll be under 2 here shortly. Ball on the far side hash, Bluffs once again, trailing McCook 13-10. Shotgun set for Hill, play action, will throw in 1st down. Pocket collapses, still running. And a good thing McCook didn't hit him out of bounds as Hill got out of bounds right before Leighton Fisher was there. I think it picked up about a 1-yard gain, and that's about it. Torrington Ford looked like he was just going to lower the boom on the far side. He couldn't get him, and Hill picked up a yard, I think, and that was about it.
Yeah, kudos to the defensive secondary on that play because they held their defense really well. The coverage, that's the word I'm looking for.
Stopped the clock with 2:48 left and saved their 2 timeouts. 2nd and long, 2nd and 9. Hill, it's going to be Osdick this time, getting the carry right side. This time the Bison did a good job of clogging things up at about the 40-yard line. A lot of red shirts, and now Coach Hall will burn one of his 2 timeouts here at 2:38 left in this 4th quarter, trailing by 3, 13-10. What a game! What it looked. And I'll repeat it again. If you just joined us, Scottsbluff had a lead, 10-6, drove the length of the field, got down to the 5-yard line. First and goal from the 5, we're both thinking.
Yeah, and not only that, but I mean the first down play was like it could have went either way, whether he was in the end zone or not, and that he was just short, and then lost yards on that 2nd down play, and then threw it on 3rd
and bobbled snap by the holder on 4th down. So Scottsbluff has 1 timeout left. It's going to be 3rd and 7 for the Bearcats at their own 40-yard line. And again, they just need to get field goal position for Rodriguez, who's got a heck of a leg.
And Galindo coming back into the game. Oztech out, Rich. Two downs to get this, goes without saying.
Without a doubt, yes.
So they got 2 downs to get 7, and
Bison fans on the far side, north side, getting pumped up for their team. Ball on the far side hash on 3rd and 7 at the 40-yard line. Hill, shotgun set, long count. Galindo trying to get the edge. He's got the first down. Boy, Bison couldn't cover it up. And he got a yard past the marker to about the 48-yard line, and they'll move the chains again.
I don't know what it is. It's like every time they just, it's that sweep to the right side out of that same formation.
He's back in the Gary Hartman days back in Scottsbluff, back when late 90s, early 2000s. This offense was more of a double wing, just lulled you to death. It was so boring to watch, but they executed. Hill on a quarterback design between the tackles and going nowhere, maybe a yard. He faked the give to Galindo, straight up the gut that time, I think, with design play. It's going to be a gain of 1 and bring up 2nd and 9. We're at 2:23.
And they're just methodically, they're not thinking about anything else than just working it down and scoring here.
Ball just shy of midfield. 2nd and 11 as he lost a yard in the play. Hill, play action. He got 3 out in the pattern. Deep ball down the middle of the field. Going to be incomplete. No flags. Oh boy, close that time. Gomez Wilson out back on coverage that time. Scottsbluff faithful in front of us going, where is the flag at? And nothing came out.
Honestly feel like that could have went either way, Rich. If they would have thrown the flag, I wouldn't have wondered why, I guess.
Whew, boy. Awfully close that time. Incomplete pass stops. Clock 2:01 left. It's 3rd and 10, 3rd and 11. No, it's 3rd. Actually, I'm looking at the marker down here. 3rd and 9. 2 downs to make 9 yards.
And Galindo was good for that on his last carry, so.
Bison rushing 3, dropping 8. And 4 wide look as Hill will throw. Pressure's coming. Screen near side, complete, but not much. Nice job by Isaiah Weimers that time, along with Langen on the screen, little middle screen that time, and didn't go for much.
I like the play call, shaking it up.
Bison brought some pressure out of that down 3. Boy, you look at Torrington Ford right now. He is exhausted out there playing both sides of the football, and Bearcats burned their final timeout.
They've been running it right at him over and over and over and over and over. And I think, that's the case is you at some point you just get worn down, Rich.
Minute 46 left. Keeping it right here. Bison Football tonight brought to you by Tobias Dental, Carpenter Berlin Funeral Home, Wagner Chevy, Wagner Ford, also Pizza Hut, McCook Clinic, Party Electric, Divinity Motors, Hot Tub Brokers, Horizon Bank, DNS Hardware, some of our great sponsors. Bison Football. 13-10 McCook here in the 4th quarter with a minute 46 left. We're a few minutes past the 9 o'clock hour. Listen to McCook Bison Football, KICX FM McCook, HighPlainsRadio.net, our KICX app, and on our brand new KICX YouTube channel, KICX 961. Big 4th and 8 right here. Bearcats to keep the drive going. Bison shut the door. They're going to win this game. Scottsbluff, no timeouts. 13-10 Bison lead. Trips right for Scottsbluff. Ball smack dab in the middle of the field. And now McCook's going to burn one of their 3 timeouts. As Coach Gross got to look at things right there.
And why not? I mean,
yeah. You got 3. You got 2 left if you need it. Quick break. We're back to Wyland Field next on KICX. Rich and Kyle back here at Wyland Field. 13-10 Bearcats, minute 46. Scottsbluff has the ball midfield. Final chance for them. They've got to get 8 yards for the first down to keep this drive going. A little different setup this time. Instead of trips, they come back with a wing the far side. Hill, shotgun set, fakes to give, looking to throw. Still looking downfield. Pass going to be picked off. Oh, and dropped by Fisher, but it's incomplete. And the Bison will take over. How did Leighton Fisher miss that?
I don't know, and I
because it went through his hands, and there was a white shirt. There was a receiver behind him.
Yeah, I was scared that white was going to drop right into that receiver's hand. And man, you got to feel bad a little bit for Scottsbluff because they didn't get a break in those last 2 series.
Do I really feel bad for Scottsbluff? No,
really. No. I mean,
not really.
But I mean, talk about come on the road and drive 4 hours and play your hearts out. And
oh, no question. When you talk about it that way, yeah. But the ball was terribly underthrown that time, and Leighton had a pick big time that time, boom, right through his hands, and they had a white shirt receiver, but it fell short. So McCook will basically victory formation right here, and they will go victory formation minute 40 because Scottsbluff has no timeouts left. You just got to get the snap cleanly right there and run this baby out. Wow, huge win from McCook. Led at the half 6-3, trailed early 3-0, got the long touchdown before the half. How big was that right before halftime on the ARP to Schmoker long bomb for the touchdown? Got the ball to begin the third quarter, couldn't score. Scottsbluff got the scoring drive, took the lead 10-6, had it first and goal from the 5, second and goal from the 1, and didn't get anything. Missed the field goal opportunity, and Bison go 96 yards for a touchdown.
What a fantastic game.
Wow. As victory formation, we're at a minute. Now we're under a minute left. And Mark Arp will take a knee once again as Scottsbluff doing their best and to try to bust things up and cause a turnover if possible.
And Rich, we haven't had a sponsor, so we haven't done a player of the game this year. If there was a player of the game, it would be? It's got to be Mark Arp. I mean, that crazy. I mean, I can't even remember a play like that in recent years. I mean, there's been a lot of great plays, but that was just a crazy, crazy play. How and with our backs against the wall, we had to have that first down.
Scramble ability. It was his third in a long ways, and he got it. As McCook one more time, and that's going to do it right there. The Bison will run the clock out. It's fourth down, and district title for the Bison once again. Most likely they win against the Lions next week. And they're going to get it. And, boy, a happy bunch of Bison on the far side as they have Scottsbluff's got them a couple of times, and not tonight. Final score 13-10. Our Wagner Chevy postgame is coming up here shortly. Bison football, KICX.